the Twitches. Oh, the cops blasted somebody in Merritt, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Merritt blast?
Yep. Oh. It was because some guy got in the parking lot near the Merritt detachment, got out of his gun, and started shooting.
Oh, yeah, that's a good reason. All right, what the hell's going on here? Who's having an intermission? All right, this gotta go.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice knowing you.
Bye. Oh, classic Tetris. 2020 Tetris World Championships are now live.
Mm-hmm.
Play from home.
Yep. Look at how they hold the controller.
Whoa, don't look at the chat, dog.
No, that's how good he is. I think he's probably looking at his competition. Oh no, I guess they're on split screen. Holy shit, dude. You're 2 lines behind, bro. You better pick it up. 3 lines behind now, bro. Dude's losing it. Game over, dude.
Gotta recover.
And he knows, fucked up.
Oh, he's shaking his head like he's effed it.
Yep, totally effed it. Look at bro on the left. Oh, now he's getting some maneuvers. When they play with these weird style, like, I think the one...
Oh, no. Oh.
The one guy that, like, first did it, he got to, like, levels that no one's ever been able to play at, just with the way he played with the controller.
Huh.
Like, no one was able to move the blocks fast enough, and then the way he's playing it. Oh, I got a new lead on the website.
Ooh, website leader?
Mm-hmm. So fun. Should mute my phone.
Facebook?
Hi.
Hi. Hello?
Is anyone there?
Is there anybody there? Hello?
Not yet. Did you post on Discords?
I have not yet.
Okay. Excuse me.
I gotta get this copy pasta, so I don't have to keep typing stuff out, you know?
We need to put different stuff in the stream title, though. We need to have, like, what we're talking about in there. Remember last time those dudes were coming in because it said football and stuff?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if any of us are really here, you know? DJ
What? Yellow. Are any of us really here?
Well, we were talking about football, but, you know, we were talking about the rest of the world football.
Yeah. But, I mean, you have it in the stream title on Twitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had Mortal FIFA.
Yeah, but no, it said football, and it didn't just say Mortal FIFA. Last time you had it said football in it.
No, it said Mortal FIFA.
That was it?
Yeah.
No.
That's what it said, Mortal FIFA.
No, that's you sharing the podcast.
No,
I
I just took it out of the thing here, too.
What?
Curve stream announcements.
That's me.
That's you.
No, do it in the stream announcements one.
Curve stream
Yeah, that one. Recording old podcasty. Maybe I'll add Nightbot to this channel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cam City. Lulz. Podcast is now live.
Let's go.
Branch.
Let's go.
General Gaming, board, Genshin, Guild Wars, Genshin, Board, Guild, safe self promotion. Hello. Hello, friends.
Hi, friends.
We are now live with a podcast about games and things and stuff and life.
Life?
We talk about life sometimes.
Do we?
We do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's cut that out.
Where's the self-promotion, baby? Hello, crew. Do GG. We're recording our podcast.
Do Chi-Chi.
Live.
No talking about life.
Not gonna-
I ain't got one, so there's nothing to talk
no
about.
life. No life.
There's no life in it with this rock star right here.
No talking about life.
Nope.
Okay. New. Okay. I found it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stream Void Podcast, episode 17.
Nice.
It is December the 6th, 2020.
In the year of our Lord 2020.
Year of our Lord 2020. We are still alive. We're still kicking.
Yes,
We're still making a podcast.
indeed. That's because we wear a mask.
Yes. Everywhere we go, we wear a
Exactly.
mask.
Exactly.
Unless I'm just going to the bathroom in my house, then I'm not wearing a
I
mask.
do too as well.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Right in the
man.
bathroom?
Just because the smells.
Oh.
Different kind of mask.
Yeah, you need a
Hazmat suit.
Yeah, hazmat mask.
I wear 2 masks at work now.
Double up.
I do.
Oh.
Not because I want to, but because I have to.
Oh, you got wear double masks?
Well, no, but we got these like not themed masks, but like whatever. They're the work mask with the logo and everything. So we have to wear those. But it's nice and comfy and everything, but it's too loose and my glasses steam up. So I have to wear my other one underneath it so I
Doesn't
can actually
fit very well.
They're loose, but they're nice.
You got to get some tape and just tape it down right across
Yeah, I don't want to do that really.
Like your nose is broken.
Ooh. Maybe I will do
Start
that.
a new style.
No, I just put the other one underneath it and then put the other one on top. And then if people be like, I don't like to wear a mask, I'll be like, dude, I'm wearing 2 masks, so you can wear one. It's no problem.
Tell you what, I'll take one off. You can wear it.
Yeah,
And I can
oh,
wear
that
one mask.
actually did happen one time.
Yeah.
Oh, so gross. This one cracky was in the store. We're getting right into it. This one cracky in the store was buying stuff. He's a bit of a grossy. And this other cracky came in and we're like, sorry, you need a mask? She's like, I don't have a mask. And he's like, you can borrow mine. She's like, okay. So he left and she wore his mask in. Like not even inside out or anything.
Wow, just straight in there.
So like
It's gross.
they both got it now.
Yeah, no kidding.
If they didn't get the corona, they both got herpes
You're
now.
just
so.
directly breathing in that other person's mouth moisture.
Disgusting.
Just right on
dude.
your face.
So gross. And then one of the managers at work accidentally put on someone else's mask after coffee break one time. And he has notoriously bad breath. So she put it on and she took like 2 steps and was just like, yeah. So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
I would have barfed for sure right in it. So,
I imagine.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
just
Especially if
gross.
it's not one of the, I imagine like a cotton mask or like a cloth mask would hold on to smells a lot more than those,
oh, yeah.
than the medical grade masks.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. So, nasty as hell.
Because you definitely know how bad your breath is as soon as you stick a mask on.
Yeah, like I've been. What did I eat at lunch the other day? I ate something, and then all day I was just like, I can smell what I had for lunch all day, and I was like, I'm not making this mistake again. It was tasty when I ate it, but then afterwards it was just like, oh, I can smell it all day. So
Yeah, it's like, well, we were working on 3rd, right outside Klasky's.
Did you
We
smell
were there-
that
we
all
were there-
day?
Oh, yeah. We were there on Thursday, and we went into the manhole, and it's like, oh.
It smells bad.
Oh,
Down here?
well, it's a tiny little manhole. We had to get set up with flagging and all that, and we got to have permits because it's a city, and
Yeah.
3rd is an extremely busy street.
Yeah.
So we go down to the manhole, and I know the owner of Klasky's. We know we're on a, and I'm like, oh, hey, we're going to come in for sure. For
Yeah.
sure we're coming in.
Yeah.
Go down to the manhole, look at the case. Case is full of cable.
Yeah.
You can fit 7 cables in these cases. They've got 7 cables. The print shows they have 8 cables. They want to put a 9th cable in this case. We're like, yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So anyway, they made us do it. They made us cut open the thing, put another cable in and do that. That was on Friday. And then Friday, we actually got to go to Klasky's.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So I'm eating my sweet sauce, garlic infused.
Oh, God. So good.
Donair. It's just like dripping stuff all over my coat.
I've been there.
My coat definitely needs a clean because the sweet sauce is very...
Just let it be.
Very garlicky.
Just let it be. And then you put your mask on.
And you put your mask on. It's like, oh my God.
I know. Brutal, dude. Brutal. Just too much. It's so tasty going down, but then, I could imagine just breathing that all day. Oh my God.
I just get a regular all the time. And the boys get larges. I'm like, how do you even finish all that? Those are so big.
Large is pretty big.
They're so big.
The first one I had, I made the mistake because I never had one. So I was like, well, I'll get the large and, I need a side too, obviously. So I'll get the rice or whatever. And then it arrives and I was just like, holy, this is like two meals here.
Yeah, there's so much food.
So good though.
So much food.
If you ever make it to Kamloops, British Columbia, Canada, make sure you go to Klasky's.
Yeah, you have to go if you're Donair, even if you're not a Donair fan, you have to go to Klasky's.
I don't even know. Maybe that's a bad one. I have nothing to compare it to.
I don't know.
Maybe that one's just average.
It's an award-winning
in Kamloops. It is, but there's no competition.
Restaurant.
Yeah,
well, there's subs. No, is there? No. Sub-cities in Kelowna.
No, there's no competition.
There's no Kelowna. There's no Donair. Somebody let us know if there's Donair competition in Kamloops.
I don't think there is, really. This is like how my store, I don't want to get too close about it, we win the best store in town because there's no competition. There's no other choice, so we win it every year, 20 years straight.
Your store is the best store in town.
Okay, but still. But there's no competition. And anyway, the other thing, too, is those newspaper awards where they do the vote. That's just it's just a scam by the newspaper to get businesses to advertise in their thank you thing and say thanks for voting us as the best in town. It's just a big scam.
If I need this, I go to your store. If I need that, I go to your store. If I need the other thing, I go to your store. I'm like, what else do I need? I'll just go to your store and find out.
Exactly. I know it's fine, but yeah, when we get the award for best X, it's like, well, there's no competition, so we're the only option, so we win. So anyways.
Yeah. Well, how was your week?
Besides the dual masking?
Pretty
fine. There's been no crazy people coming in really complaining about having to wear a mask. Usually everyone is like, oh, I don't want to, and then they'll leave. Or they'll be like, I forgot it in the car, and they'll go get it. The only thing has been a few phone calls where I helped this woman on the phone for 10 minutes. And then at the end, she's like, I don't want to wear a mask. What can we do? And I was like, you can wear your mask. And she's like, I'll take my business elsewhere. And I was just like, why did you waste my time? Why didn't you say that first thing? We could have saved both of our time here. So, yeah, other than that, it's been fine. No shoplifters, no anything else. Huh. Boring.
Boring day. Boring week.
No Christmas music yet. So
that's good. You're lucky.
But it's going to be starting soon, I think.
I don't have to listen to Christmas music. Only when I go shopping, I'm like, oh.
I love it when I go in a store and there's no Christmas music playing. I'm just like, yeah, you guys are legit here.
Yeah, you guys know what you're doing.
So I'm hoping it'll be the week before Christmas.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is sometimes the ladies at work put it on modern Christmas where it'll be Mariah Carey and friggin' all this other garbage Beyonce singing Christmas carols that they just whip up in the studio one day. We need to make some money. Let's record a Christmas album. Let's go. I can't handle that stuff. But if it's a classic Christmas where it's
it's Bing Crosby or
Bing
nobody.
Crosby.
It's gotta
and
be Bing Crosby.
Dominic the Italian Christmas donkey playing. I can get down to that, But when it's and there's other ones too. I can't handle Wham. Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart. Or the worst, absolute worst is a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. Oh my God, that's the worst one ever.
I can only listen to Bing Crosby's Christmas carols. That's it.
And a lot of them will be just acoustic on the one Sirius channel, so I'll put it on that one, and that one I can handle. But just the modern Christmas, where it'll be oh, here's a new one from One Direction. It's oh God, no,
get it out. I don't want it.
The only problem with the classic Christmas is you don't ever hear "Christmas Time in Hollis, Queens" by Run DMC.
That's unfortunate.
And yeah, there's a few other ones like the Bob and Doug McKenzie 12 Days of Christmas. That's a classic one.
Oh yeah.
So there are some I can handle, but a lot of them, like the Wonderful Christmas Time, that's like an abomination on earth.
I don't know if I've ever heard it.
If we,
I might have heard it. Well, we'll let's do it after.
I'll insert a little bit of it right here,
Yeah.
so you can enjoy it in the podcast. But oh god, terrible, the worst. Anyways, I'll stop complaining about Christmas carols.
I hope you guys enjoyed that song that I didn't get to.
It's not the whole song, just to like.
Yeah, just a little snippet.
What can we do? 10 seconds?
Yeah, it's only that.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So
what are you streaming to this week?
Streamed Minecraft, and I bought a request from one of my viewers. Heck wanted to see me play the new game. God, what is it called? Twin Mirror.
Oh yeah.
Which is from the guys who did Tell Me Why. This one was published by Bandai Namco, not Microsoft, and you could tell, like, Microsoft put some money behind Tell Me Why. The graphics and everything are incredible, and in Twin Mirror, they're not incredible. They are. This could have been a 360 game almost. It looked like. Yeah. The story was interesting. The gameplay was interesting. The voice acting was okay. The graphics, though, ooh, baby, they left a lot to be desired. And I played through that, beat it, and then went back to like at the last scene. Spoilers here if you're planning on playing this game. Maybe stop listening for a minute. But I accidentally got the girl that I was working with killed. And then the ending scene is her funeral, and it's all sad and everything. So then we're like, can we replay the last scene and see if I can keep her alive, right? Because you get to choose. Basically, the premise of this game is this guy, Sam, he can think I don't even know what it is. He can think through a situation and decide which way is the best way to go through it. So it'll pause the game, and Sam will be thinking like, well, I could go do this or I do that, and how will it affect what happens? So I did the decisions that ended up with her getting gut shot and then shot in the shoulder and getting domed. So it wasn't good. So then we went back and did the different decisions, but it looked like it was going to have this. It looked like my decisions were going to have no bearing on what happened, because I was like, the first time I was like, I'll throw a rock at the guy. So I throw a rock at the guy. He still shoots her in the gut. So this time I'm like, okay, I'll charge him and see what happens. So I charge him. He throws us down and shoots her in the gut. And then the thing is, there's an emergency call box there. So the one thing is you can try to dodge behind a tree, or you could what was the other one? Try to hit the gun away from him. So the first time I dodge behind the tree, he tries to shoot me, shoots the emergency call box, so I can't call the ambulance, so she dies. So this time I'm like, I'll hit the gun away from him. I hit the gun deflects, he shoots the call box. So we're just like, oh, come on, game. There's only the one ending here. But she didn't get shot as bad, so she did live through this version.
She didn't get shot as bad. She still got shot. There was no way she wasn't getting shot.
Pretty much. There was only the one I didn't choose was the option. There's 3 different options for the first one. There's throw a rock, attack the guy, or he dropped his gun, go for his other gun. I didn't try to go for his gun, so maybe if I get his gun, that'll be the end of it. Who knows? And then the only other thing I did was I got my HDMI adapter for the original Xbox. Oh, yeah, so I was playing some old sleazy Xbox games, original. Huh?
You playing some kind of golf game?
I did play Lynx, 2004 Lynx. I played that. That was one of the first games I played online on Xbox Live with my buddy Nick. We'd have a tea time at 7 p.m. at night, and we'd get together and play Lynx.
Awesome.
So I don't know if it was my computer or this HDMI adapter that I bought, but the sound audio from it was off by 2 seconds between what was going on and what was coming through, which was weird because on my display and everything, it was perfectly synced up. So
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird. So on one of the discs, it had all these trailers, and one was the original trailer for Xbox Live, where there's this dork in his room, I like to play on Xbox. You can play with your friends. I'm pretty much the same online. I just go by the name of Dark Master, and it's this college guy jumping around his sleazy bedroom and playing games, and
oh, that's hilarious.
it was not synced up, so we couldn't watch it, but it was fun. I'm gonna definitely play some of those games just to see. It's crazy though. I played Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, which is like a RPG Lord of the Rings game, basically Final Fantasy X with Lord of the Rings skin on it. And that one's back compatible on the 360, but not the Xbox One. And it's crazy how much better the games look backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Because it looked like hot garbage on the original Xbox, but it looks so much nicer on the 360. So, yeah. I'm interested to play a bunch of these games that I haven't played in years and check them out. I put in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and holy crap, man. Such an ugly game now. And like, I remember playing it when it came out, and it was like, the graphics were incredible. The gameplay was incredible. And I'm like playing it, I'm like, there's like no cars on the road. There's just like 2 trees in the background. It's just so crazy how far everything has come.
Yeah, man.
Even in like the last, whatever, when did GTA come out? Like
10 years ago, I think. GTA 5?
No, GTA 5. Yeah, GTA 5 probably did come out 10 years ago. But I meant Vice City came out like
I don't know.
in like 2002 or something like that.
Everyone just looks like a bunch of polygons in that game.
And like it's on one DVD, so the bit rate on the voice clips is so low. It sounds so bad. It was crazy. It was like they were talking to me through a tin can. It was crazy. So that was about all I did this week besides some Minecrafting.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to get that HDMI splitter that'll strip HDCP.
Hopefully
that
strips HDCP.
Hopefully strips HDCP so we can play PS3
Eye of Judgment.
games.
Yeah, Eye of Judgment.
Eye of Judgment.
Yeah.
Hopefully next Saturday we'll be sat here.
It'll be great.
Or Friday.
We're going to do it here. I got to carry my PS3 over here. God damn, you got to pick me up or something.
Yeah, I'll pick you up.
I ain't carrying that over here. My PS3 weighs a ton.
I think it'd be more optimal to play it here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I agree, but
Yeah.
I don't want to carry that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
Because that's the launch 60 gig PS3, so that thing's heavy, first of all.
It's got all the bits in it.
It's got all the bits.
All the bits.
And with this HDCP stripper, hopefully it works. Hopefully it will strip, and then I can play any PS game ever, basically. Because the OG PS3 played any PS game.
Huh.
You paid PS1, PS2, PS3. That's why it was so expensive. You need to get 2 jobs to buy one of those.
Yeah, you definitely do.
So, yeah, hopefully that shows up. That's the estimated delivery date for that was between like November 20th and December 13th or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bought some stuff for work on Amazon, and it's like, between December 18th and January 22nd. I'm like, okay, sure.
I guess
that's shipping from China. So
this is shipping from the States, so that might be part of it because it wasn't available on Amazon.ca. I had to go to .com. And the reason I did that,
is it a third-party seller?
No, I don't even think it is. This one I was told strips HDCP, so I didn't want to buy a different one just because apparently this one will do it. So
yeah.
We'll see when it gets here anyways.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. If not, even still, I'll use it because then I can hook up like the different...
Just get everything hooked up.
Yeah, PS4, Xbox, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it'd be real nice.
Everything hooked up to your HD60, right? Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It'd be super nice.
I know.
You need a bigger desk.
Dude, I know. I need to get a table like you or something. I've been looking, but there's one at work in our downstairs section, but it's $600. But then I was like, I bet if I asked, I could just have this. Or get a really good deal on it.
Just look at just the buy and sell.
Yeah,
or
but like,
Facebook
what am I going to do?
Marketplace.
Carry this home on my back or something?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I got like 300 folding tables out there.
300? Wow.
Yeah, wow. Close to. Maybe like 250.
A folding table? That's a little too ghetto, maybe.
I mean, that's what I used out there for quite a while. And I mean, it works.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It works.
How are you supposed to be a professional streamer with a folding table?
Oh, it's just temporary, so you can get all your stuff set up until you find a better table.
Okay, all right. I think I need a bigger room too then.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Maybe one with a door and a wall.
Well, what you need to do is you just need to take where you have your living area set up, just rearrange that and get your computer back there. Because, I mean, the couch is that just fully permanently pushed up now?
Well, no, I push it back normally, but I left it forward last time. Usually it's up against the back wall.
Yeah, because you got a lot of space back there.
I do, but
if
I used to have my computer back there, but then it's like right there is the washer and dryer, so it's like even noisier.
Oh, yeah.
So
you'd get more. Just put a wall up, soundproof it.
I don't have those kind of skills. I was considering like, what if I move my bedroom into this other room that has no wall on it, and then just have my streaming area in there? And then I was like, that's a little too crazy.
Yeah, because over on the other side there, where your streaming area is the kitchen's right above you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is. And I'll hear a dog running around up there sometimes. That really sucks. So they'll drop a fork on the ground and be like, boom.
Yeah, you move your bedroom out
Yeah.
to the area where the couch is.
Yeah.
Move the streaming stuff in there.
Yeah. But then it's like they go down. My roommate goes down to use the bathroom or the washer and dryer, and I'm just
Yeah.
sleeping in my bed.
Yeah, it's true.
That'd be weird for everybody.
That would be weird for everybody.
Yep. Exactly. So, anyways.
Yeah,
I just gotta stop being lazy, I guess, and put up a wall.
probably.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
What
I
about
played
yourself?
a lot of Apex this week.
This is like let me look at the watch here. That's the 30th month in a row.
Yeah, that's weird, eh? It's almost like I like Apex or something.
No kidding.
And if the more astute of you will have noticed the video card sitting on the table if you're watching live.
Yeah, there's what is this? The
That is
Asus
my-
GeForce 1060?
That's a 1080 Ti
1080 Ti?
sitting right there.
Wow.
That's the card that was in my gaming PC.
So why is this one here?
Well, there's a nice brand new 3080
What?
sitting in there.
3080?
Yeah.
Wow. How'd you get that?
Well, our mutual streamer friend,
Yes.
could be anyone.
Yes.
He's just sitting on one in his cart at the Zotac website. He's
Yep.
like, oh, I bought another one from another company. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
I think it was Asus or
I can't remember.
something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting on it. I'm like, and he's like, oh yeah, well, if, when it comes in stock, I just hit buy now and it's good.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if you're gonna do that, why don't you just ship it to me and I'll pay him for it?
Yeah.
And so 5 days later, he's like, I got it. I'm like, okay, here's some money.
Nice.
Shipped it up 2 weeks later. That's
This
good.
is how we rebuild the relations between Canada and the U.S.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it cost me $50 more than what it would have buying it up here,
Including shipping?
including shipping.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. America. It's
Yeah,
truly the
so-
land of the free.
Yeah, I streamed Apex and then I streamed putting that thing in. And
Yeah.
then I did another stream of putting in just like wire management and all that kind of stuff. Because I had it vertically mounted with a riser cable. But the riser cable causes so much electrical noise and interference with my audio. It's just awful. It was just awful.
So you
I had
just
to take
fit
it
it
out.
in there normally?
Yeah, it's just in there normally. I have a GPU mounting bracket coming to hold it up because it's heavy.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't want it to rip out my PCIe socket.
Yeah, no kidding. What do you got under there now? A little
There's
Funko
nothing.
Pop?
No,
Holding
no.
it up?
Somebody so I was like, oh yeah, just cram a Funko Pop underneath there.
Yeah, you're like,
Who do
I
you
don't
think I
have
am?
any of those.
Who do you think I am?
Exactly.
I don't have no Funko Pop.
Yeah, those are landfill.
Yeah, future landfill.
I have 2 of those things. They were gifts. And that's the only reason I got them.
I should just put a commander deck in there and just.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah, that won't sag at all.
Just put your empty old tub of G Fuel in there that you're not drinking anymore.
Oh, I could.
There you
I
go.
wonder if that would even fit. I'm
Probably
trying to
not.
jack it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just stack some manga in there or something.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We also wrapped Truth Seekers.
Truth Seekers.
Yeah, it's
What
an
is
Amazon
Truth
Prime
Seekers?
show with Simon Pegg and I can't remember what the other guy's name is. Nick
Frost.
Frost.
Is that any good?
It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It looked
so
interesting.
good. It's like it's just their humor, but 10 hours of
in
it
a TV show.
in a TV show.
Nice.
It's like a 10-hour long movie. Just
Interesting.
all their humor. Yeah, it's fantastic. I enjoyed every minute of it.
I'll have
There was
to
not a
check
bit of
that
it
out.
I did not like.
There's been a few It's sort of like a supernatural comedy sort of thing.
Yeah, supernatural comedy, YouTubing, live streaming
was
stuff.
One on Fox a few years ago that I was really digging, but I don't. It starred Adam. I can't remember his name. He was in Step Brothers. He played like one of the Step Brothers' actual brother, and then oh god, what's the other guy's name from Hot Tub Time Machine? Craig. I can't remember his name. But they were like working for some supernatural agency, like fighting bad guys. It was like a 30-minute, 20-minute show. It was so funny. I'm sure it was only one season because I have not heard of it since, but it was so good. But this gave me vibes of that show. So I wish I could remember what that was called. And those guys' names too. Adam and Craig. Craig Robinson? Is that his name?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyways.
I just enjoy any ghost busting comedy kind of deal. Any supernatural comedy
Bustin' makes you feel good.
does make you feel good.
What about? Did you see the new Ghostbusters?
The
Lady Busters.
I have not seen the
I
Lady
haven't
Busters.
seen it either.
No, all I've heard is bad things.
Yeah, but that's from incels, so you don't need to worry about that.
yeah. I should probably watch it because I do.
Everyone that's complaining about it, I'm sure, just a misogynist, so
Probably.
I'm sure it's fine. And if you are offended by my comment, you can just stop listening to the podcast. No, I don't care. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. It might suck.
Yeah. No, I've only ever heard bad things about it. Like, not even nobody said anything good. I was just like, no, it's not good.
That's fine. I'll
But,
watch it eventually.
I mean, it has somebody originally the original Ghostbusters was like, yeah, man. Oh, Dan Aykroyd was like, yeah, man, it's good. I like it.
Well, yeah, but anyways, Dan Aykroyd. He's been in a lot of turds recently, so. But Kristen Wiig is in that. She's hilarious. So, I don't know anyone else in it. Besides, there's a scene with Chris Hemsworth. I think he's like their Janine.
Oh,
so
Ghostbusters. What do you want?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So that's it. You only played Apex. You didn't play anything else.
Did I play anything else? No. Oh, we had our Discord event.
Yeah.
Purple Room Studios
Jackbox.
Discord event on Thursday. Jackbox went off pretty good. It's hilarious as frig.
Very good.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Nice.
Some risque things. What did we play? I bought.
Sure.
I think we played Fibbage.
Oh yeah.
We played. What's that other one? Quiplash. A couple rounds of Quiplash. Couple rounds of Fibbage.
Nice. That's cool.
And yeah, I bought Jackbox Party Pack 7.
God damn, why are there so many?
But we didn't play. We played one game off of it, which I really want to play again. It was like everyone has a task they're trying to complete, like in the Monster Family, where everyone has all these tasks on their list and they need to like talk it out and get people to do the tasks. And it's all like swipe this, do this, do the dishes.
Like Among Us?
Like, not like Among Us. There's no killing anybody.
Oh, okay.
But it's like you gotta take the trash out, set the plate for the dinner, get all the ingredients ready. And so you have to like, if you're trying to get ingredients ready, you have to be like, hey, somebody needs to go to the cupboard and get me these ingredients. And then the guy's got to go to the cupboard, like get the ingredients out. And it's just a whole lot of talking over everybody, trying to get things done.
Interesting.
It was a mad lad sesh when we tried to play it with just 3 people. I can't imagine any more people in that trying to play it.
Yeah, exactly. You have no idea what's going on.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I played was Apex. We did the Discord event. It was fun. One of our Purple Room Studios partners, Nine Arsons, he was in a league tournament. They did a Clash tournament and got 3rd, which was pretty
Third out of
impressive.
3. Nicely done.
3 out of 3, yeah.
I don't know how many people were in that.
They're in another one today, so if you got time after the podcast, we'll probably rate everyone over there so you can see.
Very good.
Yes.
Imagine playing League of Legends.
It's highly competitive.
I know.
It's one of those games that's easy to learn but has a super high skill ceiling.
I can tell from just looking at it, I'm not going to like playing it.
No, you're definitely not.
I can just tell from looking at it.
You're definitely not.
It looks like the movement of Path of Exile or Diablo. Just
It is.
clicking around. I hate that.
It definitely is. Oh, when we were in that manhole, we're at work. We had flagging, and one of the guys was a streamer.
Oh,
He's
crazy.
just started streaming. All he streams is Dota 2.
Oh, great. Oh, Dota 2. He's got to be a really toxic streamer then.
Really nice guy. His stream name is Anonymous Juggalo.
Oh, God. Wow. Okay. Crazy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, you got to come play Dota with me. I'm like,
I don't want to play Dota.
I'm not really a Dota fan.
Yeah, you play League of Legends if you had to.
Yeah, if I have to play a MOBA, it's going to be League. But, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Dota
we talked about it.
2,
He's just starting. He's got like 21 followers, 22 followers.
Crazy. That's so hilarious. How did that come up?
I don't know.
Just sort of did. Was he like, I stream, follow me on Twitch? Do you know what Twitch is?
No, we were talking about just what we were doing on weekends. We had to like sit around and wait for a confirmation on what we were doing. And we just got talking about video games. And he's like, oh yeah, streaming Dota.
And you're like, streaming, you say?
Oh, streaming, yes.
I might do that as well.
I might know a little bit of something about streaming.
Crazy. That's cool.
Yeah, he needs a microphone and stuff. I've listened and I'm like, I don't hear anything.
He's just video.
He's just video. No camera, no microphone.
That's a tough one.
That is a very tough one.
Yeah, well, I guess it's possible, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Small world.
It was a very small world. You never know.
You never know.
Should we talk about some news?
Should we talk about some updates from last week?
Yeah.
I'll take everyone's written apologies.
So, we were talking about the NFL. We were talking about FIFA and players not getting paid.
They were complaining about David Beckham getting paid all this money, who's not a member of FIFA anymore. He's retired.
Yeah.
He was getting paid mad ducats to be like in FIFA.
Yes. And using him on the cover and all that kind of stuff.
And all these footballers were like, yo, why am I in this game and not getting paid? And to which I said, well, the licensing is done via the league or the team. It's part of their contract. He should know this. His agent would have known this. And everyone was, and I said like, oh, I remember when I was playing NHL, like Wayne Gretzky hockey, and it was licensed by the NHLPA, and it had real players, but it wasn't licensed by the NHL, and it had fake teams. And people were like, oh my God, he's basing this off of a 30-year-old game. Oh my God. Guess who's wrong? Not me.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, it's based. So in the FIFA, pretty much every league is done via the licensing for the players is done by the league, except premiership teams are done individually, I believe, is what it says.
Mm-hmm. So FIFA Pro does not have the mandate to sell images and likenesses rights on behalf of the players for membering nations.
Yeah.
So there was a class action lawsuit by players over the summer of more than 450 players came through.
Yeah. So those ones are not lawsuit. I don't think they're team players.
No, maybe.
I think they're international players.
Yeah, I think they're international players.
So they're not a member of a league. But they're based off of the league or the team. It's part of the thing. Like, think about in the NFL, I can't remember his name, but part of the, like, when you have your deal with the NFL is like you have to make yourself available to it's just part of like the collective bargaining agreement and everything. You have to make yourself available to the media after a game. So there was that one guy a few years ago who would he didn't go to the like press conferences because he didn't want to. They started finding him. So he showed up, and then whenever they asked him a question, he'd just go, his answer every time would be, you know why I'm here. That's all he'd say.
So with the NFL, in order to capture,
so
they would they'd go to training camps in order to capture all the images, and this camera rig is intense.
Yeah, so that was the other thing is that we were talking about the size of these games, and I was like, well, they have to have like photorealistic designs of every player, and people were also saying, no, they don't do that. That's not true. And then, guess who's wrong again? Not me.
Yeah, so this camera rig has 12 different cameras sitting on it in an arc, 2 arcs, one high and one low, to capture every nook and every cranny of a player's face.
That's why they look that way. There's no way there's some guy manually making everybody's face in these games.
So there's 32 teams in the training camps that they go to. Yep. They take 36 shots of the player's face. They turn left, they turn right. Yeah. That's just 36 shots.
So the only thing that was different than what I said is I said they would go there to do it. No, they take this rig to them to do it.
And this rig is massive. Yeah. It is massive rig. And they go to them.
They take pictures.
So
they also don't even just take pictures of the face. They were showing the guy was taking a picture of the guy's elbow brace or something like that. So they got that correct. Yeah, right there. They're taking pictures of his elbow brace. So I'm sure they do the same thing probably with the tattoos and stuff like that too.
Oh, probably. But then the tattoo artist is going to sue.
I mean, I guess that's a possibility too. I remember that. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
How am I so good?
They don't make any money off of it, but
it's part of their
required
contract.
To do it. It's part of their contract.
It's part of the contract. Yeah.
Like there's no additional money. It's just written in.
Yeah, it's like
except for international.
And I'm
FIFA
sure
teams.
It's exactly the same. Like I said for the sports cards,
I
said the same thing.
For sure.
And I know, like for example, I'm going to give another example of real life that people might think just because it's a anecdote that I know that it's wrong, but one of my friends went to a Canucks game and he took his camera, and when he got there, they were like, "Let's see your camera." And they measured his lens, and they're like, "Sorry, that your lens is too big. It's a professional lens. You have to pay the media fee."
Oh, wow.
To take pictures if you want to take that in. He's like, "Well, I don't want to take it in then." And they're like, "Okay, you can either go take it to your vehicle and leave it, or you can check it in and pick it up when you leave." So he checked it in when he left.
Wow, checked it in.
Yep. I did that too.
Brave.
Well, I think they do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like when I went to my last I went to a hockey game a couple of years ago in Toronto with the Leafs, and I had my backpack, and they're like, you can't bring in your backpack. And I was like, I'm fucking way the fuck away from the hotel. Like, what am I going to do? And they're like, oh, you can check it in. So I checked it in, and they literally like take a little plastic thing, hook it over like the one part of your bag, throw it in the pile, and give you a little thing saying, here you go. This is your bag. So I checked it in. I had to.
Yep.
I wasn't going to stand outside of the friggin' hockey arena for 3 hours. There was beer to be drunk.
Yes.
$12 beers. Let's go. So yeah, again, it's all part of the licensing agreement with these guys.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Wonder how much you have to pay for a media fee to get a big
I think
camera in there.
I think it was $500.
Yep, not happening. I mean, you're paying how much to get in just for the ticket?
100 and something bucks,
Yeah,
probably.
that's an expense.
So he
it's
just
too much.
wanted he just wanted to take pictures of the players, right?
Yeah.
But that's what they charge like people that are in the media to sell their pictures to like the newspaper, or like they send the photographer from the newspaper down there to take pictures. That's what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
The same thing, those guys that are taking those pictures, they're the ones selling them to like whatever, the hockey card companies or whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah. And then we also talked about the rumor that Kojima and Sony and
some of these rumors, man.
Konami were talking about Silent Hill, getting Silent Hill back. Well, the Silent Hill director who worked for Sony has left. They left Sony. So that's kind of a little nail in the
that
old
part I
rumor
didn't know
coffin.
about. The whole rumor was that all I heard about the rumor was like Sony wanted to do a Silent Hills game with Kojima.
The rumor was that Sony brokered a peace treaty between Kojima and Konami.
So stupid.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that even one of his old buddies from Silent Hill was working at Sony now.
Yeah, I guess
that could have fed fuel to the fire too. But even still then, I would have been like, no, not true. Fake news.
And so this guy has left Sony to form a new studio. What's his name here?
I don't know.
Kenshiro Toyama.
There's been all these rumors that I hear all the time, and I'm just like, who can believe these rumors, where they come from? I wish I could think of some off the top of my head through the years, but I guess it's just because, I don't know, video games, a lot of kids play them, and I don't know. I don't understand how any of them could get credence like that they're going to actually be real.
Yeah, I don't know.
This one was the stupidest one of all the ones.
I mean, it would have been nice. It would have been nice. It would have been cool. But, we talked about it last week.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it anymore.
Don't need to talk about it anymore.
Exactly.
But here's something.
Okay.
Here's something.
Tell me more.
Cyberpunk 2077
I've heard of it.
has been delayed again.
No.
For another 4 days.
What?
It's coming out December 10th now.
What? We already knew that.
Yeah.
You're screwing with me. We already knew that. I was like, what? No way.
Yep. Every time somebody's like, oh my God, Cyberpunk's coming out. Oh my God, it's been delayed. It's been delayed. It's going to come out in another 4 days, man. It's been delayed another 4 days.
Oh, I get it now. I get it now.
It's just what I do now. But it
I'm
will be
excited.
coming with a day one patch.
Well, every game does.
43
I
gigs.
knew this was. There are like people already have the disc in their hand, so like the disc had been made for like a month already.
Yeah.
They only delayed it to work on the day one patch. That's all they've been doing basically.
Yeah. So it's getting a patch of 45.3 gigs or 43.5 gigs. But also it's getting an update that day too.
So this they said is not the day one though. This is different. This 43.5 one is like
update.
This is the update that's coming around.
But there's also a patch.
Yes, there's also a patch. I would expect the patch not to be 43 gigs.
Yeah.
But even if it is, it's not really that big of a deal. Does that mean I gotta let Frank out?
Yeah, let Frankie out. We'll take a pause here. Frank's being a butt. Yeah, I'll put a marker in so we can cut that out.
The cat came back the very next day.
And yeah, there's gonna be a patch and an update. It's gonna be a patch and an update. You're gonna need to do some downloading
Breaking
as soon
news.
as you get the game.
I think they don't need to report on this ever again. They just need to report on it if there's not a day one patch or an update.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like,
everything has a day one patch. Every
one.
single thing.
Every single thing.
Nothing fits on the disc anymore.
And I'm not even getting a disc. I'm going to download it and I'll have it anyways. It'll be done.
There's always a day one patch because you can't. It's what 40 gigs on a disc, and this is going to be
something like that.
80 gigs.
I guess, I don't know, compression maybe. All these, well, this isn't even an Xbox One Series X or PS5 game. This is a PS4/Xbox One.
Okay, but how much can you fit on a standard DVD?
Well, it's not. It's Blu-ray and it's 80 gigs. I think.
Blu-ray.
I think 80 gigs or
80
Blu-ray
gigs?
dual layer ones. But yeah, this isn't even a Series X. This isn't even the Series X update. This is just the regular Xbox and PS4 one because they're not doing that update until the new year.
Wow.
So I'm excited anyways. I know a lot of people are hating on it and they want to see it fail.
Of course. It's because it's got so much hype around it.
And because you can choose your genitals.
Show me your genitals.
Yes.
Your genitals.
Exactly. People are upset that you could be a lady with a peepee.
Those people are wrong and stupid.
You can't see it underneath the pants
Yeah.
anyways, so who cares?
Just be who you want to be. Just be who you are. It doesn't matter.
Sure. I'm a guy who wears a toque.
Yeah, you wear a toque.
I'm wearing it right now.
He's wearing a toque right now. It's not a beanie.
It's not a beanie, it's a toque.
It's a toque.
Very good.
Yes. Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting VR support. It's coming this month.
Does
This
it support
month.
your VR headset?
Yeah, it should.
Oh,
Maybe.
You're going to have to
Oh.
install this, I guess, finally. Oh, and you got the 3080.
I got the 3080. We're going to be flying
dude.
Microsoft style.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to install that now.
I'm going to set up my satellites.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure something out down here.
Yeah. Anybody got a joystick out there I can borrow?
Oh, a flight stick?
A whole flight stick, a HOTAS?
I'll lend you my my Atari 2600 joystick.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. No, I had one that was a little bit nicer than the old
Then
black and orange
the black
button
stick
one.
with the orange button.
Yeah, I have that too. Or what? I'll give you the Warlords.
Oh, the paddle?
The paddle. Actually, mine
I
are
played
broken. It's sad.
so much Warlords.
Dude, Warlords is like the GOAT on the Atari
it
2600.
totally is.
For sure. Love
Well.
Warlords.
Next to Yar's Revenge.
Okay. All right. Yep. Man, that rainbow in Yar's Revenge.
How did they do that?
It's so good. If someone looked at that now that played that when they were a kid, they'd be just like, "What the fuck?"
Right?
My phone game looks better than this.
Hey, Howard Scott Warshaw.
Yes.
You're a legend, man.
Indeed. Yar's Revenge.
You simultaneously provided us with the best
And
Atari
worst.
2600 games and the worst 2600 games.
I don't know if you can blame that on him though.
No, you definitely can't. He had, what, 3 weeks
Yeah,
to do
make
it?
this game. You have a month. Go.
You got a month. Get it out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not even that bad. I beat Atari. I beat ET before. It's
got-
beatable.
Yeah. It's
It's
hard.
just glitchy.
It's glitchy. It's got finicky controls, but
Even when I was a kid, I figured out how to get out of the pits without falling back in. That was the thing, is you'd always keep falling into the pit over and over. But I figured it out. And I'm no smart guy. So, anyways. Yeah, so you're gonna set up your VR? And
yeah,
then fly around?
definitely gonna set it up in here somewhere and
Let's try it out.
fly around.
Maybe you'll be able to fly a plane and get it off the ground, because I sure couldn't. I didn't want to, that game was too much like, obviously, too much like a real
too
job.
much like a real job. Too much like a real flight.
You gotta, go to flight school first. I ain't trying to do that.
Did you crank the flaps up all the way?
I was
Did you
cranking-
even release the parking brake?
So I could turn it on autopilot and it would fly up in the sky, and then I try to take over in the sky and it wouldn't let me because I wanted to fly and crash into my house, but it wouldn't let me. Just wouldn't let me happen.
No?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's too bad.
Yeah, so I uninstalled it. It was too much like work. That and Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing is a lot of work.
You got that right.
Game of the year? Maybe? When are the Game of the Year awards coming out? When is that happening?
Shortly.
Oh, maybe we should just click on this next link because
Reggie.
former North America
President?
Nintendo, Reggie, the
Fils-Aimé.
Reginator.
Yep.
Yeah, coming
My
back
body is ready.
to be a presenter on the Game Awards.
Exactly. I hope they didn't just take this picture of him and who is that? That's not Jeff Keighley.
I don't know.
They're too close and they're not wearing masks.
They're very close and they're
So
not
I
wearing
think that's
masks.
an old-
That's definitely
No,
an old
that's
picture.
Jeff Keighley.
Is that Jeff Keighley?
I think so. Yeah. Thursday night.
Oh.
Thursday night. Oh, you know what? I was going to say, I should live stream that. But then it was like, oh, wait, I get DMCA'd on that for sure. Because I'm sure it's like pay-per-view or something like that.
Is it? They're not doing it on Twitch?
Maybe they are. I don't know. Might have to look into it and see what's going on. Then again, those things are so friggin' cringy. I don't know if I want to watch them. I know a lot of people were complaining that Brie Larson was going to be presenting.
Really?
Yeah, neckbeards, you know.
Yeah.
You know the incels.
Get out of here.
They don't like it when a woman is involved with video games. December 10th. That's the day after Cyberpunk comes out.
Ooh.
Cyberpunk could win Game of the Year. No way, that's the day Cyberpunk comes out. So,
Oh yeah, you can watch it on Twitch.
Oh.
So
And
you can
YouTube.
stream it. Just restream it.
Might have to do that.
Restream it from TikTok.
What? They're doing it on TikTok?
Yeah, right here, TikTok. You can watch it on
I
TikTok.
thought that was banned.
I don't know. You can't watch it. If you're in the States, you cannot watch it on TikTok.
I'm going to watch it on Bream.
Bream?
Yeah.
TikTok.
Doesn't exist. Yeah, Reggie, what is he doing now? I think he just retired. Why is he presenting an award?
Didn't he come out of retirement to lead GameSpot?
GameSpot? No.
Or
I
not
wouldn't think
GameSpot,
so.
EB Games.
Like GameStop?
GameStop, yeah. Didn't
I
he
don't
come
know.
out of retirement to help them?
Maybe.
I think he did.
I think his biggest flex after retiring was that he never had a Twitter account until after he retired, and then he was just on Twitter as Reggie with a check mark. He was just there. I'm Reggie, got the check mark. Let's go.
Mr. Beast,
Mm-hmm.
famous YouTuber, of course.
Mr. Beast
Gives
YT.
out mad money.
Mm-hmm.
He got a couple of his crew verified. He was like, "Hey, when are we getting these verification marks?" And all of a sudden, Twitter's just like, "Yep, there you go."
There you go. All
There
you
you
gotta
go.
do is ask, sir.
Yeah.
Speaking of verified on Twitter, I can't wait till Inauguration Day when Trump gets banned on Twitter. That'll be hilarious.
Is he gonna get banned on Twitter?
For sure. He
Yeah.
breaks their rules all the time. They just didn't want to ban the president. But as soon as he's not the president anymore, see you later, the real Donald Trump. Such a great negotiator. Can't even get Donald Trump on Twitter. You think you can negotiate that from whoever has the Donald Trump username?
Oh yeah, I wonder who has the Donald Trump username. It was just like some
Some
random,
dude.
some random. He's like, "Hey, give me $1 million. I'll give you your Twitter name."
Exactly. He's such a great negotiator. I bet you that Twitter will change their terms of use that says even if you're the president, you got to obey to our rules or we'll ban you. It'd be great when Twitter's the reason Trump's president. So actually, we should just burn down Twitter headquarters. I don't know. Probably
Maybe.
not.
I don't know either.
What is Daybreak Games?
So Daybreak Games has a new owner. Daybreak Games got bought out. Daybreak Games used to be Sony's video game, their computer game department, and they turned into Daybreak Games. Now Daybreak Games has been bought. Daybreak Games has EverQuest 2, PlanetSide 2.
Oh, they've been sold a bunch, haven't they?
Oh yeah, but this is
They were Sony Online Entertainment before.
yeah. So now they're with EG7. I don't know what it stands for. I couldn't find anything in there.
Elite Gamer 7.
Elite Gamers. And so they bought them out in an attempt to diversify their platform. They acquired the MechWarrior studio Piranha Games, and they've got other mobile gaming studios, Big Blue Games.
So, does this include? Do they own EverQuest?
I think they own EverQuest and PlanetSide too.
It's crazy that PlanetSide too. It's crazy that EverQuest is still going.
Yeah,
That's so crazy. It's crazy that PlanetSide's still going.
I know. Well, the user base on PlanetSide is very small.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's very dedicated.
That's true too.
I love that game, but it's just sometimes you get on there and there's nobody there.
Yeah,
You're like,
can't play with nobody there.
With nobody there, you got to have at least 20 people.
I wonder how much they paid for this studio.
I don't know. I don't think it says in the article.
A couple $1,000 for sure.
I don't think it says. Oh my god!
It's
I'm not even gonna watch it.
yeah, it's. I guess they're still making. They must be making money. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, those PlanetSide 2 diehards with their PlanetSide 2 subscriptions.
I remember playing a little bit of EverQuest back in the day.
EverQuest. Oh, I played WoW this weekend, and we were talking about playing
Oh
EverQuest.
yeah, you played WoW this week.
Yeah, we played. I played WoW.
Talk
this
about
weekend
WoW.
with TJ Yellow.
And how long?
We played Classic.
For how long? To what level?
5 hours, and we got to level 10.
Good God, that's an hour every 2 hours a level.
It's so good.
You got a brown pouch.
I got a brown pouch and a white pouch.
Oh man, very good. No shoulders, I know that.
Yeah, definitely no shoulders. Can't get shoulders till you're level 40 or something like that.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's level 40. I think now it's level 19.
We
or
were
something.
hoping to do Ragefire Chasm by the time we logged off.
Sorry, no.
But you got to be level 13 to do that. We can get all the quests. You can get all the quests at level 9, but
You could go in at 10, can't you?
no, 13's the recommended level.
Yeah, but you could go in at 10.
Oh, you could go in.
Yeah.
You will get pooped on.
Man, oh man. I can't wait till you do Dead Mines. Just be like, oh, there's a patrol.
Ah!
Oh my God, so crazy.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was watching it and I was like, hmm. And I was like, no. Because like retail, I hate retail.
Yeah.
It's not good to me. A lot of people like it, but I don't like the way they've done it now. With like, you can just run Wailing Caverns.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
You can just run Wailing Caverns level 50, no big deal.
I'm like, I want to be the very best and get all the
Like
good gear
no one ever
out of
was.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the gear that
That's
you need
what I
there,
like
and then
to
you
do.
move to the next dungeon. You
It's
get
be
the
like,
good gear.
I gotta do Wailing Caverns one more time because I didn't get the turtle shell shield. I still need it. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what was great about.
But see, that's the
Classic
thing
and
is people that
non-retail.
play it now, they don't think that way. It's
No.
like, why would you play that? Like the good stuff's at the end of the game. It's like you got to get to the end. You just got to get to the end.
It's like they spent all this time working on the start of the game.
Yeah.
It's not just the end of the game. There's a whole game in between the start and the end that you can play.
But they think there's nothing good in the old stuff.
See, that's where they're wrong.
But like, I mean, I guess they got to do something because like think like, okay, what was the max level that at one time 120?
Yeah.
Now it's 60 again.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it one more time. It'll be like, oh, we got this 120, and then they'll release Burning Crusade 2. It's like, okay, everybody's max level 60 again. So it's just like,
Can't wait for Burning Crusade 2. That was my favorite Burning Crusade.
yeah. So
That's when I really started playing WoW.
that's when I'll probably start playing Classic when I
When
can
Burning
be a
Crusade
Blood
comes out?
Elf. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I can play Blood Elf. And I remember too, Burning Crusade. Like I played a little bit of retail recently and I made a new Blood Elf. And you level up so fast. It's crazy.
Oh,
But,
I know.
I remember when Burning Crusade first came out, there was all the mana worms and stuff where they would aggro you. They weren't like neutral mobs, but they changed it so they're all neutral. So it's like a lot easier to level up back in the day. Because I remember when I was first played it, I had to run away from these mana worms and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, it was good. We went down to a beach. There was a bunch of murlocs. We were like, oh my god, there's
Oh,
too many murlocs.
murlocs.
Ah!
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
this? I was like trying to figure out how to pull mobs again and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. I'm like,
Exactly. You need your tank pants on.
yeah, there's no tank pants mod for Classic
Oh, bummer.
right now.
Bummer. Yeah, I think when Burning Crusade, as long as it's part that would be really crappy if you have to buy Burning Crusade for Classic. Imagine that. I bet you they're thinking like, can we do that?
It's Activision. They are thinking about
How
that
much
for sure.
can we do this? Can we make this happen? Or maybe I already own Burning Crusades on retail, so maybe I'd get access to it. That would probably be what it would be.
Yeah, but technically all you buy is Shadowlands now, isn't it? And you own everything else?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think when Burning Crusade comes out, I'll play some. That was like peak WoW.
Yeah.
I mean, I played a lot before that too. I played vanilla, so. But yeah, World of Warcraft.
Wow.
It literally is WoW.
Yeah, it is WoW. Well, I had a lot of fun. I was like, I could keep going, but I gotta
do other things.
I gotta do other things. I gotta shoot people.
Exactly.
Speaking of Activision is suing Netflix for poaching its former CFO.
Chief Financial Officer.
Chief Financial Officer.
So I didn't so it says basically like Netflix is saying Activision is saying that Netflix like encouraged him to like do
Breach
things
his
against
contract.
his contract and that they would pay his legal fees if he did it. It's like, can't anyone just be a CFO? Like these
I don't know.
guys, like most of these guys, they get paid way too much to do way too little. They just go like, oh, we need to cut down the workforce 10%. Figure it out.
Yeah, so this is about at the time that Bungie was also leaving Blizzard, Activision Blizzard,
Oh yeah.
and reduced their annual revenue by as much as $400 million for them leaving, and they had to lay off with just a ton of
Activision
staff.
did?
Yeah, when Bungie left.
No way. Destiny 2 was making $400 million.
That's what the article says. Whether
Imagine
that's true
if
or not.
Destiny 2 was a good game.
I
Wow.
really want Destiny 2 to be a good game. I really do, but it's just not.
$400 million bucks. Why
Yeah,
can't
there's
they
a-
make better updates for Destiny? I'm sorry. I'll stop talking about Destiny.
There's a quote that says, Netflix's torturous and unethical conduct is intentional and directive from the top. And a directive from the top. Oh my
Oh,
God.
man.
These Activision Blizzard is just so butthurt right now that their former CFO went to go work for Netflix.
I mean, which company would be worse to work for?
Probably Activision Blizzard.
I think both those companies kind of suck. Man,
Yeah?
they increased Netflix cost again.
Did they?
Yeah, it's $14.99 a month now.
Oh, so it's probably like $20 a month for the premium.
It's crazy, dude. When I signed up, it was $8.99, and that was not
Yeah.
that long ago.
And then when that wasn't that long ago, I was paying that, and then I went to the HDR 4K version,
I don't
which
have
was
that.
$12.
Yeah,
And so if that regular Netflix has gone up to,
I think I'm $14.99 because I can use it on 3 screens at once or something like that.
mine's on 6 screens.
Maybe I need to look at what I'm paying for here.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know why it costs so much more now? Because of these shitty shows they're making that I don't watch.
There's some good shows in there.
Yeah, but there's a lot of turds too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why. It sucks.
Yeah, well. Yeah, well, everyone's just bringing on a streaming platform. So now Netflix is like, we gotta compete.
Yeah, we need to bring more people in. I know. Let's make them pay more money.
They gotta get to all those Netflix originals. All
Yeah, I
them
guess
comedy
so.
shows that are the only things in 4K.
The stand-up comedy shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they cost nothing to make. They just record some guy's stand-up acts.
Yep.
There's nothing to it. I don't watch any of those.
Some of them good.
I watched Dave Chappelle's one. That's the only one, basically.
I've watched a lot.
I don't know.
Some of them are really good.
A lot of people talk about these comedians and be like, they're so funny. And then I watch their stand-up act and I'm just like, oh, God.
Just watch the British guy.
Oh, yeah. British
What the
guy?
hell's his name? Laughs on the inhale.
I don't know. I
What
watched...
is his name? Someone in the chat will let me know.
I watched, what's it called? Master of None, like Aziz Ansari show on Netflix, which is really funny. I like that a lot. And I was like, oh, his stand-up act is here. Let's watch this. And then I was like, oh, my God. This is his stand-up act? So.
Yeah, what is that guy's name?
Stephen Fry.
No.
Okay.
Has been on many shows with Stephen Fry, though.
Sir Ian McKellen.
No.
Oh.
I
That's
can't
the end of the British people I know.
Well,
We'll figure it out later.
yeah,
Probably
we'll figure
not.
it out later.
Probably not.
So some people have already hacked the Series X and S, and they're
This is-
emulating
It's
PlayStation.
not, it's not
games on it.
hacked. It's not hacked. You can do this legally.
You can do it legally?
Yeah, all you got to do is you go into the Microsoft Store on your Xbox, and
Jimmy
you.
Carr. Jimmy
Oh,
Carr's
Jimmy
his name.
Carr. Did he host a game show or something like that?
Yeah, he does 9 out of 10 Cats Do Countdown.
I don't know what that means.
Great show. And some other ones.
I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know.
He's
who
like the
this is.
panel show king.
Yeah, okay.
He
Maybe
does
I
all
do know
panel
who he
shows.
was. He is. No, you go to the Microsoft Store and you can enable developer mode by buying this app on the Xbox Store. Official Xbox app, $20.
Oh, well.
You can switch between retail and developer mode. If you switch to developer mode, you can download like these sort of different distributions of stuff. And there's one that's like a Linux distribution that has a PlayStation emulator in it.
Well.
I think it's a Linux distribution. And then you can play PlayStation 2 games on your Xbox. And they look crazy good.
Self-hacking.
Yeah. So I heard the reason that I think on Digital Foundry, maybe they said the reason they did this. This is probably one of the reasons why the Xbox One hasn't been like broken yet, is because you can just put developer mode into it. It's like you don't have to do anything. You just go download the developer mode app and switch it over to developer mode. You can just do developer mode things on it. So yeah, that's what this is. It's just I could go home and do it now.
This is just more proof that it's all about the games. It's not about the hardware anymore.
No.
It's all about the games.
And
You do whatever you want
If
with
I
the
can
hardware.
emulate PS2 on the friggin' Xbox, why can't I do it on the goddamn PS5?
Right?
Like, seriously, just turn it on, Sony. Come on. Get with the program. And this is after, like, well, later we'll talk about it, but PS5 is backwards compatible for PS4. It's supposed to be incredible. So, like, if they can do that for PS4 games, like, seriously.
Yeah.
Let me just play my PS3, 2, and 1 games on my PS5. I got the discs. Let me just put them in my PlayStation.
Just put them in. They'll read.
Let me put in my PlayStation 5 that I don't own.
It's
easy.
Not yet, anyway.
Maybe one day. But yeah, I was watching the video on like just how easy it is and how they look. It's crazy. They look incredible.
I didn't watch a video. I should watch a video later.
Maybe you should, but maybe you shouldn't because you don't need it either.
Nope.
But it was funny watching him play like God of War on the Xbox controller on an Xbox system when you can't even do that on the PS5.
I bet.
So,
Ugh.
but I think you have to download the ROM. I don't think you can put a disc in the Xbox.
Probably not.
Then again, that would be pretty crazy. I mean, it's got a DVD drive in it. Why couldn't it?
Yeah, a DVD drive, a Blu-ray drive made by Sony.
I think it'll read CDs, maybe. I don't actually know. I'm not sure if it'll read CDs. I don't even think I have a CD, like even for an audio CD.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It should. It should be backwards
I'll
compatible.
see if I have a CD. I don't even know if I have any CDs to put in it.
I got a pile right over there.
Yeah. I think, oh, wait, I have like the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack or something. Yeah. Can go listen to Peter Pumpkinhead.
DMCA'd.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was one thing when I was playing my OG Xbox. I was worried I was going to get DMCA'd because I started up Grand Theft Auto Vice City. First cutscene is just playing this 80s song. Like, I was like, I can't even watch the cutscene here, man. I got to skip it. So whatever. And then I'm playing Lord of the Rings, the Third Age, and as you play the game, the story of the game is you're like these other elves and dwarves following the Fellowship. So you'll go to like, you know, I can't even remember what they're called, but like they'll go to the Dwarven Kingdom underground and you'll be like, oh, the Fellowship came through here. And then you'll get a message saying, you've encountered a story from Middle Earth. Do you want to watch it? And then you watch it, and it's like a clip of the movie. So I'm watching it, and I was just like, am I going to get DMCA'd because I'm basically streaming The Lord of the Rings right now? So the chat was like, just react to it. And I'm like, oh, look at the elves. Ah, the Balrog. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to bother doing this. I don't really want to turn on developer mode on my Xbox.
Yeah. You got a PlayStation 2 there anyway,
I got a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation.
You got actual hardware.
I got the 2. I got the 3. I don't have an original PS1 anymore.
That's because all of them are broken.
Basically.
There's not a single working original.
But I can play all my
in the world.
games up to PS3 on my PS3 because it's got the old PS1 in it. It's got the PS2 in it. Emotion engine. So emotional. Yeah. So my PS3 still works great because it never got any use. Same thing with my PS4. It's pristine.
Yeah, except for when we were playing Eye of Judgment.
Yeah, even then it was, how long we played that for? 3 hours?
Yeah.
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 I think I beat one PlayStation 3 game. Like, I don't even, Dragon's Dogma. It's like the only thing I beat.
You played a lot of Dragon's Dogma.
I did, but yeah.
And then we watched the anime.
Yeah, not good anime.
No, definitely not good.
Okay. Animes.
Yeah. Red Dead Online's latest update may be the last straw for some frustrated fans.
Uh-oh. So this is after they have Red Dead Online as a standalone now. You can just buy Red Dead Online for like $8 right now.
Does anybody even play that?
People do play it. It's not as much as Grand Theft Auto, but they do. So I thought this was interesting because they're adding in a battle pass to Red Dead Online where you unlock like new boots and saddles and stuff like that, like you would in any online game. There's missions and stuff like go ahead.
Is there a battle pass in Grand Theft Auto?
I don't think there is, but maybe they have to do more work to add something like that to Grand Theft Auto because that game's 10 years old. So I don't know, but the thing is like this is not the first. Wait, is this no? This isn't the first battle pass. This is going to be like the second battle pass they've done. I think is what it is. But so in this game, they're like
called a battle pass.
It is a battle pass. I don't know what it's called. The currency, real money currency in Red Dead Online is gold bars. So in like as at Apex, if you buy the battle pass and complete it, you'd have enough gold bars to buy the next battle pass. With the next battle pass they're doing, you don't get enough gold bars to get the next battle pass.
Wow.
So this one, that's what people are upset about, is because you can't earn the next battle pass. So people are upset about that. Bollocks. They also don't like the stuff that are in it that you can get. Like they were complaining, like, oh, you know, I don't want this cloak or what. I don't know. It was just like they don't like the cosmetics or whatever. But I was thinking, like, this is what Apex should have done with their battle pass. Rather than changing how hard it is to level it up, they should, if they're not making enough money, just make it so you have to buy some Apex coins to get the next one. Like, rather than making it, wouldn't that be better, don't you think?
Probably.
Like, for the average person? Like, for me, I'm never going to finish the friggin' battle pass now because it's so hard to get through it. But if they would have just done it so, like, what does it cost to get your battle pass? 1,000 Apex coins?
A little bit less. I think it's $950.
Okay, well, let's just say it's 1,000 for...
Yeah.
Like, let's say you only make 800 going through the battle pass. Okay, so then you have to give them a little bit money for the next battle pass. Like, I think that would be a better solution than just making the progression so much shittier that you have to play it as a full-time job, basically, to get through the battle pass. I mean, that's coming from me, who I can afford to spend what's the equivalent of 200 Apex coins, $5.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely prefer that more.
I think what they should have done, because now it's too easy.
You think it's too easy? No. See, you're coming at this for the way someone that has some skill. It's too easy to level up the battle pass? No, I leveled the battle pass like completely through challenges.
Yeah.
I don't get any EXP for winning.
You
or
do.
Whatever. No, I don't.
Occasionally.
No.
It's there. I've seen it.
Very rarely.
I've seen it.
Very, very rarely. So I level up by that.
Challenges, yeah. That's the easiest way to level up and the quickest way to level up.
Yeah, that's the only way I level up. I don't get any.
You don't get that much experience when you're winning for the battle pass, I don't think.
I think you kind of do eventually.
Because I've got all of my weeks, almost all the... Well, maybe you do.
How many weeks? You completed all your challenges?
All the challenges
what
every
level
week.
are you?
60.
Okay.
Around 60, somewhere around there. I'm going up very fast now.
I think I've done...
When the season first started, it was very slow.
Yeah, I know. It's better than it was, but it's not as good as it used to be. I haven't done list weeks at all, but I think I got like maybe half of everything done in the previous ones.
Yeah.
I'm level 20. So.
Half of everything done?
I think so.
Huh.
But I don't get any winning experience.
Yeah.
Or what I don't get, I shouldn't say I don't get any winning experience. I don't get any kill or assist experience. Because you have to do kills and assists to get that. Sometimes I win. Not by any help from me, but sometimes I win.
Sometimes you're the kill leader, getting the last kills.
That's happened so rarely. That's so rare. So
yeah, I'm curious to see is how much experience you get for doing things. How much experience you get for kills, assists.
Well, whenever I do actually get a win, it's like, wow, I got like 3,000 XP this time. When it's usually it's like, oh, I finished the match and I got 200.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it if I'm playing tonight and see how much experience.
Maybe I'm wrong, but anyways, I think that was what they should have done with the Apex. If they're not getting enough money, they should just made it like the only people that are gonna be getting enough coins to not buy the battle pass are the guys that are good or play it all the time, and the people that don't have enough are the ones that don't play it all the time. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay money now to get a battle pass that I'm not gonna be able to complete unless I play 4 hours a night or something like that.
Yeah,
like not a chance. So we'll see. Maybe they'll change it for the next season.
Maybe. But who knows?
Maybe they shouldn't have just been so generous with the battle pass off the start. But I guess that's kind of what Fortnite set the standard. So
yeah, they definitely did.
It kind of like you have to give, if you complete it, you have to be able to get the next one free. But why? You don't have to.
It's not, you don't even have to complete. You just have to get up to like level 80.
Oh, 80. Okay, easy. Easy.
I think if they did it so that if you had to get up to level 110 to actually get enough coins to get it, I think that would be better. I
just think they should just
they could make more money off that.
You only get 800, and then you have to give them another $5 every month. Like, is $5 a month to play Apex through a friggin' 110 level battle pass? Is that asking too much?
Maybe. For some people. People are cheap. Kids are cheap. Kids don't have money.
They have their mom's credit card. They'll just buy every skin for 40 grand, and then the mom will complain and go on CNN and get all their money back. So it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
It's happened. It'll happen again.
Yeah,
they've set the precedence already.
Speaking of Fortnite,
might get some Master Chief and Halo goodies in there. It's been data mined.
I saw this. They data mined it. They think it was from some Chinese 4chan or something like that. They data mined 2chan. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, they have like the Master Chief, and they have some like, I don't know. Do you have pets in Fortnite now? I don't even know. There was like you could have a miniature like ghost or something like that.
I don't know.
This makes sense. Like, I'm sure this was probably not something Fortnite went to Microsoft with. I'm sure it was the other way around.
Yeah, probably.
Like, hey, let's get the Master Chief in there.
And it's coming out around the time that that Infinite was supposed to come out.
If it's true.
If it's true.
Just a rumor right now. it makes sense. Like, Fortnite's still friggin' huge. Like, wasn't this Galactus event the biggest event they've had so far?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was. I think it was like their biggest thing they've done yet. So,
yeah, there's some good photos in this article. shows the Master Chief armor.
Yeah.
In a nice little thing, and
there's a pelican and a little warthog like cart you can drive around in or whatever.
Yeah, there are vehicles.
So I
think you can skin the vehicles when you pick them up or when you drive them.
I don't really picture this bringing in anyone new to Fortnite or the vice versa. Really, like I don't know. I don't see any guy that is a Halo fan. First of all, is probably like 40 years old, like me. Yep. So they're not going to go play Fortnite anyways. And I don't know, will they care about Master Chief? They're going to try to play Halo and be like, why does this game suck so bad? Yeah. Why is it so slow? And why do I have to zoom with the sticks? Why can't I hold down left trigger to zoom?
Yeah, if they're playing OG Halo, that's what'll happen.
But that's still the way it is in Halo 4.
Is it that way in Halo 4 too?
I'm pretty sure. Halo 4 definitely. I don't know about Halo 5.
Yeah, I think it is too. That's gross.
I know. But that's the way Halo plays.
Yeah,
so
definitely
is Halo Infinite going to be the same? I hope not. I hope they move to the modern days and let me zoom with the left trigger.
Yeah, hopefully.
But who knows?
We'll find out next year, I guess.
I'm sure this was just Microsoft's like, we got to do something. Like, we friggin' screwed up Halo Infinite so bad.
We got to drop some goodies in there. Keep everyone's mind on Halo.
Exactly. They've been doing that with the Master Chief Collection. I mean,
oh yeah,
still getting updated. Still crazy, ridiculous set of games. I wonder if they'll add the Halo 5 into that mix just to get it all going. Like, is it going to continue being like just a thing? Like, is the Master Chief Collection just eventually just going to get expanded and expanded?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It would be interesting anyways. So, yeah, Halo. I've been playing it. I did play Halo this week too. I forgot.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
There's been like on the with Microsoft, they have their rewards thing where you can get points to redeem for stuff. So one of the things is get an achievement in a Game Pass game gets you 50 points. So I've been like, well, I have Master Chief Collection, so I just been playing through every game on campaign mode. Play till I get an achievement, save the game, start it up the next day, do it again. So I've been working my way through Halo 3.
Nice.
And then next will be Halo 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 1,000 achievements to get in that game. So
you got a few days worth in there.
Basically. I mean, some of them are multiplayer, which I'll never get. I did make the mistake of trying, try Halo multiplayer. And it was just like steamrolled. They were like playing with like an ant, basically, just like destroying me.
Slayer.
Oh, it was brutal. So, anyways.
Yeah. More skin news. Mm-hmm. Batman Arkham Knight gets 2 costumes, 2 new costumes 5 years after the launch.
Yeah. So this one was interesting. The skins technically aren't new. They were in the game already, but the only way to get them were like if you connected your like Xbox Live account to the Warner Brothers forums or something like that.
Oh man.
And
ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah, you had to connect it to your Warner Brothers Games ID or something. And then the other one, I don't remember what it was. So they were already in there. So now they've just removed the prerequisite of those and everyone can use them. But I think
just get them.
It's crazy that they had to do something to do that. It wasn't like maybe they could just go in and hit a button, but I think it was an actual update they had to do this. So
unlock it, yeah.
It's crazy that they're doing an update to a 5-year-old game that they're probably not making any money on anymore. The skins look crazy. One's the anime Batman skin. He looks pretty badass. And then the Zur-En-Arrh Batman skin, which looks crazy. That was from like the 50s.
50s?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Batman went to some other planet for some reason and he was like Superman there. And that was the costume he was wearing when he was there. So yeah, it was like from 1959 or something like that.
Weird.
Yeah, he looks like I don't know how to describe it. He's got a red suit with his undies on the outside and
yeah, he looks like Superman, but
yeah,
Batman.
Yeah, and he's got his crazy bat cowl. I mean, the cowl wouldn't have looked like that in 59. It probably would have had the short little bat
Stubby
ears on
yeah.
on it, but
the less menacing ears.
Yeah, so it's just interesting that they're spending the money to update this 5-year-old game. It's always interesting when stuff like that happens. But
you wonder how much money they would have to patch in, throw out.
Well, I don't know if Microsoft still does it, but back in the 360 days, for patches for the games, you got one free patch, and then after that, it cost $40,000 to release a patch on Xbox Live.
Wow.
I don't think that's the case anymore. I think you probably have unlimited patches. But back then, it was like the idea Microsoft was doing was like, this will prevent the developers from releasing a buggy game because they only get one free update. Because that's what happened with Fez. When Fez came out, it was buggy. They released an update to fix it, but that had another bug in it that would delete players' progress.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were like, sorry, we only get one free update. We can't afford to do another update, so that's the update you're getting.
Oh, man.
And I think eventually they worked out a deal with Microsoft to let them fix it, but they were like, sorry, that's the way it's going to be.
That's rough.
Yeah. And like whatever, for a big company like Warner Brothers, $40,000 update's probably not a big deal, but for like an indie developer like the guys that made Fez.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was one guy.
Yeah. Well, it was a couple guys, but he also, I think that was Phil Fish. He kind of went crazy and
he
quit
did
the
go
industry too. So
Phil Fish was a bit of a nut.
Yeah. So
I watched a little documentary on him.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
This dude.
I know. So he's a bit of a wackadoo, but yeah, it was
bit.
It was 40,000. There was a bit of weird things back in the day with the Xbox Live for things that they required. Like every Xbox Live arcade game had to have a demo, which was awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you could try any Xbox Live arcade game. But the other thing with Xbox Live arcade games when it first came out, I think they couldn't have been bigger than 20 megs or something like that. There was a size limit to how big the games on Xbox Live, like megs? Arcade games, the arcade games.
Wasn't Cloning Clive an arcade game?
It was. That was the first one I think that was over 20 megs. It was like 120.
Definitely over 20 megs.
It was like 120 megs, I think. I beat that one. That game was pretty fun, actually.
I like that game.
But I think that was one of the first ones where they got rid of the size limit.
Yeah. And then Geometry Wars.
That was like 20 megs.
Yeah. It's a tiny game.
Yeah. That's was the limit. Because when the 360 first launched, there was the arcade system that had like...
Yeah, no hard drive.
No hard drive, but it had an internal memory of 100 megs or something like that. So they wanted it to be like your game fits on the arcade unit. It's called the friggin' arcade unit. Your game has to fit on it.
Yeah.
Those were the days. That was when you couldn't buy a game digitally day and date. Oh, man. It was crazy back then. Yeah. You couldn't even buy any game digitally back then.
No, you couldn't.
Just arcade games. That was it.
Download the arcade games, yeah.
So crazy.
Then it gradually evolved that there was a store and you could start getting stuff.
It was so good, man. But at first, you couldn't even buy them day and date. You could buy the games digitally later.
Yeah.
And then it was like, screw it, day and date. And now it's like you can have it bought and preloaded, ready to go.
Even launch.
Yeah. So
yeah,
those were the days.
Yes.
Very good.
Mass Effect and Dragon Age leads leave BioWare.
This is bad news.
Yeah.
Well, they're working on...
Oh, yeah, they're working on the Mass Effect remake.
And they're working on a new Dragon Age. And these guys are like, peace.
So it's Casey Hutchinson and Mark Dara.
Casey Hudson already left BioWare one time before this to go work for Microsoft.
Yeah.
And then he came back. And then he left again.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, it seems weird that... Would they ever rehire Casey Hudson again? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, why did they leave?
The first time it was like he didn't like the way they were doing things or something. And then he came back because they put him in charge so he could change it. But then that was only 2 years ago. So I'm thinking they actually didn't let him change it. So I don't know. But yeah. The Mass Effect remaster I don't think is too big of a deal. That one they just have to improve. So there's nothing like that. But like the director of... or whoever's in charge of the new Dragon Age game, that's like a bit of a bigger deal, I think.
Oh, Dara has been working for BioWare since '97.
Yeah, he was probably working for the doctors back in the day before they sold to EA.
Yeah. So
lots of people have left EA because like also God, what was the guy's name that wrote all the Dragon Age novels? Well, David Gator or something like that. He left. He's gone. I mean, everybody's left BioWare basically. Neither of the doctors are there anymore. They sold off their stock and now they're making wine or something like that. It's rough stuff. And I really liked the last Dragon Age game. It was fun.
Never played any.
The last Mass Effect game sucked, but
Andromeda.
Yeah, not good. But that one they just took the Dragon Age engine and made it into Mass Effect.
But with goofier faces.
I mean, they're always goofy, but whatever. I think the ending of Mass Effect 3 is what really sort of screwed up Mass Effect Andromeda, so. Yeah, sir. So that's not good. I'm cautiously optimistic about Dragon Age still. But Mass Effect Remaster, I'm all over that.
Yeah. They don't have to do anything to that. Just boost it up.
Make it look good. It'd be nice if
ray tracing.
It'd be nice. Yeah, okay. Well, it'd be nice if Mass Effect 1 was brought up to the like play style of Mass Effect 2 and 3, where it's like an actual shooter, not just an RPG that looks like a shooter.
I'd like the RPG that looks like a shooter, though.
No, that was fine too, but like it also sucked when you'd have like the reticule right on a guy's head and still miss because the background roll says you missed.
Yep.
Whereas I preferred
97% hit, miss.
I preferred it when it was like Mass Effect, where you could have the reticule right on his head and the roll in the background just said if it was a critical hit or not. That was a little funner to me. But I mean,
I like the RPG style in that.
No, they still had the RPG stuff in the other ones. It just was like the original Morrowind. Same thing. You could have the arrow reticule right over a guy's neck and shoot the arrow, and it would still miss because the roll in the background says you missed.
You missed.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that
I'm
anymore.
A fan. I'm still a fan. Maybe I haven't played one in a while, so
yeah. I don't know. You just the gameplay was funner in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah,
it was like an actual shooter.
Yeah,
just funner.
I never played it. Just one, and I liked one.
One I like too. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I loved Mass Effect 1. I got every achievement in it. You have to beat it like 6 times, but I got every achievement. Wow. Like no messing around. I've done it.
Well, we talked about this last time.
That's
anyway.
true too.
We talked about our love and hate of the Mass Effect series. Baldur's Gate 3 developer says saved games won't be compatible in the next patch.
That's a crazy one.
Yeah, that.
So
what are you guys doing?
This thing too is like they kind of got a way around it where it looks like they're gonna update the old game to be the new game. It's like, what are you guys doing? So it's having like, they're calling it like branch 1 and branch 2 or something like that. So if you continue on branch 1 with your old save, you can continue loading it, but branch 2 is like the new way they're going. So it's very weird. I don't know.
That is weird.
You think they would just like have some sort of just make a little save converter program or something.
Yeah.
Like,
should be that easy.
I mean, like they'd have to like have someone do that, like actually make it, but it's just like, could you imagine you've played Baldur's Gate 3 for 40 hours and it's like, oh, by the way, you can't play the next version with the update because the save doesn't carry over. I mean, I think Baldur's Gate is in development, like early access.
Is it?
I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. So
if it's early access, then yeah, whatever. All bets are off.
Yeah, unless they just released it and it wasn't ready to go. Because I know that's one of the things people were complaining about is it's like not finished, basically. So
it says it released early in October.
Yeah, but was it released to early access or was it a full game release? I don't know.
That I'm curious about.
We'll take a look here and see. But yeah, they're like, it sounds like they have 2 separate releases basically, where there'll be the one that's compatible with your save, and then there's the new one that is not compatible with your save. So it's I don't know, weird thing to do. I can't really think of another game that's been like that too much, except for like, I know
all bets are off. It's in early access.
It is in access. Okay,
whatever.
Then that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I know that when they release, well, like Spider-Man, the PS5 version, you can't bring your save from the PS4 version.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you just make it so it works?
Yeah. I mean, if it's in early access, you got to know they're still working on it. Yeah. So all bets are off. If you got to restart the whole game, you got to restart the whole game. That's just how it is. You understand that by buying an early access game.
It's not as big of a deal then.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was in early access.
It's still in early access. So if anyone's complaining, you don't understand how early access works.
I would be, I mean, I guess if the game's good, I'd be okay with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get to play it again. It's just still, it is what it is.
If you're playing an early access game and wrapping it, then
yeah,
you should stop doing that. Wait till it comes out. Whereas, if you're playing an early access game that's like a survival crafter, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you're the kind of person that likes a survival crafter, you're going to be restarting it over and over and over again.
Is Minecraft still in early access?
No, Minecraft's actually out.
But they update it like every 6 months with major updates.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Like adding new crazy stuff like all the time.
Minecraft's just in a permanent retail beta.
So that's the other. I should have talked about this earlier when I did play Minecraft, but they've totally changed the launcher for Minecraft now.
Yeah.
For Java, when you fire it up, it's got a whole new launcher. It's got Minecraft Dungeons in there. It has a note on the bottom saying like, "Hey, we're going to be using Microsoft accounts soon. We're not switched over yet, but when we are, we're going to let you know, and you have to do it." It's okay. I knew that already. But then I use Optifine, And when you click launch, it's like, hey, this is an unauthorized version of Minecraft. It's not going to work well. You shouldn't use it. But if you want to, you can. But you really shouldn't. It was crazy. Just like totally trying to tell me not to use Optifine anymore. Like even in the little launcher in the bottom corner, it has like a little like exclamation mark saying like, hey, something's wrong with this down here. So it's crazy.
And I also forgot to say that we tried to get ray tracing on Minecraft working, but it has to run on Bedrock. So we're like, oh, well, there's a free demo for ray tracing Minecraft. So I'm like, oh yeah, we'll just get it. And it's like, oh my God, you still need to own Bedrock.
No, you need to read the chat. I said that as soon as you said it. I was like, you need to own it. And then you spent like half an hour trying to get it to work.
But it's a demo. You don't need to own
a demo of RTX in Minecraft
that you have to own.
Yes.
God damn it. This is
and
stupid.
you don't buy Bedrock Minecraft, even though that's what everyone's going to be playing, because Microsoft definitely wants to get rid of Java. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I can just tell. It's
Java
coming.
makes them no money on mods.
Exactly. Oh, it could. They could just do it and put them on there, sell mods. That's fine if they want to do that. I don't care. I just don't want to play Bedrock because Bedrock sucks. If you're a Bedrock player, what's wrong with you? No,
Chat says there is RTX on Java. It's $10 from Sonic Ether.
Oh, well.
Is that Sonic Ether's Patreon?
Yeah.
You can get it for $10.
Is it actual RTX or fake RTX? I think it's fake RTX.
You think it's fake RTX?
I read something about it before. It looks like RTX, but I don't think it actually is RTX. Like, I don't think you need an RTX card to do it. You just need a heavy-duty one. I could be wrong, but that's what I think anyways. You can't prove me wrong.
I sure can't. Oh, it's path traced.
There you go. Exactly. It's not ray traced.
Not real. It's not real ray traced. It's path traced.
Don't come to me with your fake Minecraft knowledge. I know all.
I'm only I don't know what
use your words.
What's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say it's from the chat.
Okay.
Chat's feeding me this knowledge.
Oh, don't shoot the messenger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't shooting you.
Oh. Speaking of the message, speaking of the guy.
Oh, God.
We have our next article is from Heck.
Yes, Heck wanted us to talk about this from the stream.
Yep. Nintendo cancels stream of their Splatoon NA Open. Fans speculate this is in retaliation to hashtag free Melee.
Yep.
Trending.
So the background of this story is there was a modded version of Melee, I think, that was out there.
There's a modded version so they could play online.
And, well, no, you can play Melee online anyways. Wait, which is the new one? Melee's the new one, isn't it?
I don't know.
So I thought what it was is it made Melee play more like Brawl. Because people like Brawl compared to Melee.
I thought it was that people...
No, because you can already play, like... The Melee is like the new one, I think.
It just in the Reddit post, somebody said that the Nintendo recently canceled the big Smash tournament because it was using a mod that enabled online play.
Oh, I thought it was because it made it play like Brawl, like the gameplay more. Anyways, it doesn't matter either way. Nintendo canceled it because they didn't like... They cease and desisted it, basically.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, whatever. So they had a Splatoon tournament they were going to do, and everyone... Well, not everyone, but a lot of the teams were using their team name was like hashtag free Melee 2002 and stuff like that. So rather than just like, I don't know, letting it go or whatever, they just said basically like, let's just say that due to technical difficulties, the tournament's canceled or whatever. This is not the first time Nintendo's ever done weird stuff like this that's upset people.
Nintendo's definitely a weird company.
Like we've talked before about how they were... Originally, you couldn't stream any Nintendo game, and they were DMCAing everybody. Just a lot of weird stuff.
Yes, Melee is on GameCube.
Okay. So they were couldn't you play Melee online? So there was just a mod to play Melee. So what it was like using some tunneling program? Couldn't you link two GameCubes or something like that? God, imagine you were so upset with people playing your game. Like away, like... I guess maybe if it's I don't know, like, is it a download? Was it emulated or was it just letting you play online with your GameCube? I bet you it was like you were emulating it and playing it online.
That's probably what it probably was. Because they wanted to do a tournament then during COVID times where you can't like hang out with people. And so they got to do it online.
You can hang out with people.
Well, you
don't
can
worry
hang out
about
with
it.
people, but you know.
You can have a giant tournament.
Yeah.
Just hold it in Florida. No problem.
No problem.
Long Beach or whatever. That's not in
just have
Florida.
people like 30 feet away from each other. Yeah.
No. You just stand on top of each other. It's fine. Don't worry. It's fake
fine.
news.
Just breathe into everyone's
Fake
face.
news. So yeah, I guess if it was an emulated thing, or you had to download a ROM or something like that, I can see why they would like put an end to it. But if you were literally using a GameCube with like the internet adapter to just tunnel through to link with somebody, like, excuse me, that seems pretty lame. But yeah, they ended up, all these guys were using hashtag free melee in their names for the Splatoon tournament, so they're just like, oh, I guess we'll just cancel this. Sorry, boys.
Yeah. So they're using hashtag free melee and hashtag save smash.
Yeah.
No, that's...
I mean, I don't care about either of those games. Last Smash I played was probably a little bit on the GameCube.
I've never liked it.
It's whatever. It's fine. I can tell that it looks like enjoyable for people that would like it, but it's not for me.
Just play Roof Rage.
Yeah, okay.
Just play Roof Rage.
I do like Roof Rage a lot.
If you don't like...
I think that's the style, though.
I think it controls way better.
Like I said, I haven't played one in a long time. So, and
I
even when
tried
I
to
did
play-
play it, it was single player.
Yeah, I tried to play the new one because a lot of guys from work have it, and like, it just doesn't feel good. Everything feels floaty.
Yeah.
The
It's
controls
pretty
don't
much
seem
just
super
like
tight.
like fan service game. Just like
Oh,
you
for
got
sure.
every character in it, and it's like, well, let's get 50 Fire Emblem characters in here too, and Sonic as well, and let's put in like Rio, and let's get a guy from Persona in here, and I don't know, is Bayonetta in there? I think Bayonetta's in there too.
Probably, I would imagine so.
It's pretty fan servicey, but I don't know.
Definitely.
It's never really done it for me. Again, I only ever played it single player, so that's probably part of the problem.
So it looks like the one you're talking about was Project M, which is a brawl mod intended to make it more like Melee, and Twitch actually cracked down on that as well.
That's weird.
Twitch complying with Nintendo. Nintendo's DMCAing. Or cease and desists.
That's crazy. Oh, and that reminds me too. Speaking of Twitch, did we make the thing on the list here about the blind playthrough now?
Oh yeah,
it's on there.
It's there.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
We will.
Yeah, this is weird. Not the proper way to handle it.
Definitely not.
They should just let it go. Like, who cares about a hashtag? Come on, Nintendo, get with the program.
Maybe they were having technical difficulties.
Yeah, okay, right, whatever.
I mean, it's COVID. How are you supposed to have a tournament?
Just
Is it
virtually?
just online?
Yeah, just online.
Just online? Can you do that? Oh, I guess you can with a Switch.
Well, yeah, for sure. You have to play it wirelessly or buy the wire, like the Cat 5 adapter for your Switch. So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's if you want to get good speeds, you have to buy the adapter to plug it in. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I've never seen a Cat 5 connection on that
No,
thing.
there isn't. You have to buy an adapter.
Never. You never want to play a competitive game Wi-Fi. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways.
Just Nintendo being Nintendo. PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility tested, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, this
I didn't watch the video.
I did. It's so the basic thing is like all these backwards PS4 games on PS5 play really good. They look good. The frame rates are good. They basically improved in every category basically. Like we're watching a little bit of that was Tomb Raider there. It was running at 45 on the PS4 Pro, 45 frames per second, and then on the PS5 it was doing 60 frames per second. And they were saying, these guys on Digital Foundry were basically saying like it works better. These games, the PS4 games work better on PS5 than the same equivalent Xbox One games work on the Xbox Series X. No, wait, Xbox. They're comparing PS4 Pro to PS5 and Series X to the One X. I said that wrong. One X to Series X. And they're saying basically because the Series X and the One X were way closer in like power levels that the amount of difference is limited, whereas the difference between the PS4 Pro and the PS5 was so much greater that they work better that way. Just they talk about like the amount of power, like the times, like the difference between the PS4 Pro and the PS5 is like 2.5 times more powerful, whereas between the One X and the Series X was not nearly as much. So anything that on the PS5 is like generally running 60 frames per second, like locked, like no problem, no screen tearing, no nothing. And they still look good on the PS4 Pro. It's just the frame rates are a lot lower.
We're watching this little Hitman clip. 60 frames locked on the PS5 and then 40 on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah. So,
dipping down to like 30.
Yeah. And basically just because like I said, the difference in power between the Pro and the 5 is so much higher than the difference between the Series X and the Xbox One. It's interesting. Like if they can get this going that good on the PS5 for PS4 games, like come on. I said it before. Where's my PS3 games? Let's go.
Yeah, do it.
Let's make it happen. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's obviously easy. They just have to invest the money. So like Sony's way behind. Microsoft's way behind Sony. And they're spending all this money to do this just to, have the extra thing. Like Sony can afford to spend a little bit of extra money and get the emulation going for everybody.
Yeah, they should do it, but
they don't have to. That's the thing. That's the
to.
thing is they don't have to. Do you remember when like the PS3 was way behind the 360 and they were just like, here, have a free game every month. Online's free. Like, let's go. What do we got to do
all
here?
Your full backwards compatibility.
Like, just here's everything you need. Like, don't worry about it. And then they were out on top, and it's just like, okay, well, we can just rest on our laurels, which is exactly what happened between the PS2 and the PS3.
Yep.
The PS2 is the champ by far. Sony's bringing out the PS3, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's going to cost $600. You're going to need 2 jobs to buy one. We're number one. People are just going to do it because they got to get the PS3. And then it was like, that didn't work too well.
No.
We have our custom hardware that's tough to develop for. They're going to do it because we're the PlayStation. And they lagged behind for the longest time. I mean, they did eventually pass the 360, but for the longest time, PS3 was not in a good way.
Nope. Even though they had that backwards compatibility, they had all those SD ports up front.
Yeah. The backwards compatibility was so good because they had like a PlayStation 1 inside the PS3.
Yeah.
And I think there was a PlayStation 2 in there. So that's also why it was so expensive.
When I bought my PlayStation 3, those are all gone. All those bells and whistles gone.
I know.
That's sad.
Mine, it's crazy. When you flip up the front port on my PS3, there's like, you can fit like 5 different types of memory in it. And there's like, it's just crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And then it flopped all over the place.
But it came back in the end.
It did.
It came back in the end.
It did.
So, next PlayStation 5 thing. They've been opening up the PS5s because people are noticing that some of them are louder than the others and they have different fans in them.
Yeah, there's the ones that went out for review seem to have a 23-bladed fan, which requires less speed to move more air, and the newer ones, the retail ones, are having 17-bladed fans.
Yeah, that's kind of dirty, actually. Just like, they'll review these ones. They're super quiet. You can't hear them, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like the retail one was like, well, actually, this fan is not as good in it.
But it also seems to be that there are still those 23-blade fan ones out there, but they were made earlier.
Yes. So this is like a cost-saving measure where they're like, well, we can have 17 blades and it saves us $1 per console. Like, why wouldn't we do that? It's a little wienery, but that's always the way it's been for a while now with these consoles. I remember on the 360 I can't remember. I think it might have been the OG Xbox. They had different DVD drives in them.
Yeah.
And you could tell what DVD drive it was by what the tray looked like. And people would be like, getting an Xbox and opening it up and be like, oh, mine's got the Samsung drive in it. It's got the holes in it in this spot. Like, oh, good, I got the good drive. Or they'd open it up and be like, oh, no, I got this crappy drive. No. But you never knew until you opened your Xbox because it doesn't say on the box. You just get the thing. And so they'll always like try to save a penny. So.
Oh, yeah. You have to. Pennies here, saved on every
It
console.
is a little weird, though, that it's like right after the launch, though.
Yeah.
That does make
Well,
me
they
think.
sold out super fast, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta make more."
Yeah,
Put in
like
these-
who knows? Maybe it was like they couldn't get the fan.
Yeah.
That was the thing holding them back. We can't
need
get the
more
good
fans.
fan, so they got to get the cheap fan.
Yeah, maybe that could be what it was.
It literally
it's entirely
could.
possible.
It literally could be that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to probably know by looking at your PlayStation what fan is in it.
Well, unless you crack it open and see.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess you can take that thing apart, can you?
The sides slide right off.
That's crazy, dude. So crazy. I still got to see one of those in real life and see how big it is compared to my Xbox.
Yeah.
It's going to be towering over it.
Oh, I'm going up to the mall later. I have to go into Best Buy and see if there's one on display.
Yeah, there might be. Who knows? Yeah, I got to see how big it is because not that the Series X is small or anything, but it stands
definitely not small
upright.
by any
It
means.
stands upright, so it looks pretty big.
Yeah.
But apparently the PS5 just towers over it. So
18 inches tall.
that's so crazy.
That's so big.
Anyways.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to go into Best Buy when we go up to the mall,
Nice.
and I'll see.
Sounds good.
See
Take a
what
picture.
What it is. I will.
Take a banana with you.
I'll take a banana for scale. For sure.
Exactly. So what's
New
next?
games coming to Game Pass? We got
Oh,
Doom
man.
Eternal, Control, 15 more games. We got
I'm
Slime
excited.
Rancher,
Slime Rancher already got
Policy.
free on the old Epic
Yeah.
Game Store.
Super Hot, Mind Controlled Elite. You haven't played Super Hot. You should definitely play
I've
Super
played
Hot.
Super Hot in VR here.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
And I played
it's amazing
it
in VR.
I played it on the Xbox. Not quite as good as a controller game, but on VR it was pretty fun.
Ukulele and the Impossible Lair.
That's like Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. Rage 2.
Oh, is that game any good? It had a really cool like color scheme.
A very cool costume. I've seen people play it. It looks all right.
I don't know. That's another one where Bethesda was like making these games that no one really didn't really have the success. Yeah, I'm excited for Control. I've been wanting to play that one for a long time. That one reminds me. That one's not in the. Is that the one that's like made by the guys that did Alan Wake?
Which one?
Control.
I don't know.
I think it is because I think there's an Alan Wake DLC in Control.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
it's by the
yeah.
same
What are those
company.
guys called? They made Max Payne. Come on, help me out here.
Oh, I don't know.
Damn, I can't remember.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Control is by those boys, so I'm sure I'd like that one. I loved Alan Wake. Did not love Max Payne, but whatever.
I have Control installed right now.
Very good. Doom Eternal just looked like a arena shooter to me, so I'm not too interested about it. But like, that's a big title.
Yeah, I was playing it on stream the other night.
Oh,
Because we tried out the ray tracing.
Oh, and the max it out with all. Oh, it has ray tracing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I cranked it up to the nuts, and it played locked 165 on ultra settings.
Wow, crazy.
Looks great. Played great.
Nice.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, so they're adding in 17 games, and a few are going away, like Metro Last Light, Football, Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, The Turing Test, Untitled Goose Game. Oh, no.
Oh, Untitled Goose Game. We had fun playing that.
Yeah, for sure. But it's, again, every month Game Pass just gets better and better.
Oh, yeah. 505 Studios? The ones
No.
No?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe they No, wait. I can't remember. As soon as we hear the name, maybe they maybe they developed it, but it was published by who was it published by? Where does it even say? Oh, Remedy.
Yeah.
Remedy's the developer.
Yeah,
505
published
published
by
it. Yeah.
505 's the developer.
Remedy was who I was trying to think
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Yeah. Remedy's Alan Wake was dope as fuck. Alan Wake's American Nightmare, not as good. That was like that's another example of the like arena shooter style sequel. Alan Wake American Nightmare is basically you're fighting these ghosts in like an arena basically.
Huh.
Which is like Doom Eternal's like that. Gears of War
Yep.
Judgment is like that. It's like these weird off games that they can't do a full game. They're sort of like these weird arena style games. Speaking of weird arena style games.
Oh, your favorite news to talk about.
We haven't
Fall
talked about
Guys.
this in a long time.
No, we haven't talked about Fall
I
Guys
just
in a while.
thought this was weird that they're apparently bringing Doom Guy to Fall
It's
Guys.
going to be a Doom Guy costume in Fall Guys.
So why? What is this?
Maybe there's
crossover?
one. It's just all they've tweeted out is like a silhouette.
Time to suit up. I mean, that could legitimately.
It looks like Doom Guy.
It could legitimately be Master Chief too.
Yeah,
But-
it could be.
I mean, the Doom account replied to it like, "Yeah, it looks like we need to suit up or whatever." So, this is still in season 2 of Fall Guys. So they're adding that. They're adding a bunch of other crap. I don't know much about Fall Guys.
Yeah, me neither. I don't follow Fall Guys.
Um,
Not into it.
No, but it was just a weird crossover. Like, well, why Doom Guy? I guess they were doing the same crossovers, like fan crossovers between Doom and Animal Crossing with Isabelle. So,
yep,
it's a weird one.
The fan art's great because they came out on the same day.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little bit of another link right there for the old Steam charts. So, Fall Guys, all-time peak, 172,000. Now they're getting 16,000 is their peak. So that has gone off like way down. So if you, we're looking at the Steam charts thing here. If you stretch out the, stretch that boy out all the way. So right there. So you can see that spike was when season 2 came out. So for a day or 3, it was back up to the top. Not even to the top. It went up like double the amount of people playing. Well, I guess there was up to 80,000 when it came out.
Yeah, 83,000.
But it's been like
down from like 100 some odd.
It's crazy. Like I never liked Fall. I mean, I kind of memed on it saying like how it was going to go in the dumpster and everything like that. But it's kind of crazy how fast it went from 180,000 people every day to 16,000 people.
Yeah. When did let's cross compare between
to what?
Among Us.
Oh, when Among Us blew up? Yeah, that'll definitely show up.
Is that the one?
No.
Not the one?
No. You need to go to Stream Charts.
Stream Charts? Steam Chart?
Steam Charts.
Can we just get it from this link here? Steam Charts app. Oh, we need the app ID.
You can just search
for it,
right there. Is this your first day on the internet or what?
Yeah, kinda.
Wow. It's called Among Us.
Among Us.
So Among Us still having 300,000 players a day. So Among Us blew up.
Started blowing up.
Yeah, the same time as Fall Guys, basically.
August 31st.
Yeah, but it stayed high. Yeah, so
August 31st is when is the time it started to dip.
Yeah. That's when Among Us blew up. The double bean games.
Yeah.
But it blew up like way higher than Fall Guys ever was. These Among Us guys must be just fucking rolling in the bank. Then again, how much does this game cost on Steam? Like $5 or something like that? It's free on mobile?
Yeah. But there's all the cosmetics.
Oh, you have to buy those?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is there a battle pass yet? Probably not. Yeah, so anyways, Fall Guys. It's in the toilet.
It is in the toilet.
Genshin Impact won't be on there because it's not on Steam.
Oh, well, there you go.
We were trying to look up to see Genshin Impact's numbers. I'm sure they're not nearly as good as Among Us.
Probably not.
But yeah, it's not on Steam, so it won't come up.
Twitch getting rid of the blind playthrough tag after some backlash.
Wow. So was there actual backlash, or was this just them being preemptive?
I think there's some actual backlash from this Twitter account here. There's a lot of he's got a whole Twitter thread of why you can't say blind playthrough.
Oh, this guy, Steven Spawn.
Steven Spawn.
Yeah, he's a Twitch streamer guy. I mean, I don't care if they remove blind playthrough.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It doesn't affect me at all.
I don't really want to get too much into it. They removed it. People are upset about it. Sometimes people like me need to just realize we're behind the times.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this doesn't bother me, but maybe it should bother me. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm not thinking of it as a blind person. Obviously, I'm not. I'm not blind.
No, it's true.
I just think, like, blind playthrough just means, like, I don't know what's going on. But maybe, yeah, a blind person hearing that gets upset. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It's a different time we live in now.
It's exactly that way.
We grew up in the time where there was the internet and everyone could do their thing, you know?
Exactly. So, like, my immediate thought was just, like, why? But it's like, well, maybe there is a reason behind it. I don't know. I don't know everything. I like to think I do.
Yeah.
But
It's hard for us because it doesn't affect us.
Yeah, but like again,
We're not
there's other
in that
words and
category.
stuff that maybe I said when I was younger, like the R word.
The
stuff like
R
that.
word for sure. I said the R word a lot when I was younger.
Yeah, and
but-
then it was like, well, whatever. But now it's like, okay, obviously I don't want to say that. But I guess it's not part of me, so I don't think of it that way.
Yeah. We're
So-
not
Yeah, we're
Like
lucky.
that.
I can
Yeah.
see. But when I first saw it, it's just like, okay, seriously. But then it's like, all right, well, maybe there's a valid point here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, all these old sayings are going to go away eventually.
well, if you look back in the day, like they issued, like, this was way, way back in the day. I can't remember if it was Canada or the United States, but they issued stamps to help disabled kids. And what did it said something like, the stamp was like, this stamp is like to help retarded children or something like that. And it's like, wow, okay. But like that was the word that you used back
that was the
then.
word you used back then.
And
that wasn't that long ago either.
No, it wasn't that long ago. It was, times change and the word takes on a different meaning.
Yep.
So I don't know. What are they going to call this blind playthrough now?
There was a thing where they had a, what would they call it? Like,
This also reminds me. This is good for our buddy Bob from the streams. There was a way back in the day, during the wrestling days on WCW, there was a directive that came down from what was WCW on? They were on I can't even remember what network they were on. There came a directive down that whenever anyone would come running into the arena with like an outside like chair or something like that, they'd be like, oh my god, a foreign object, oh my god. They got a directive saying they weren't allowed to say foreign object anymore because it was offensive to foreigners, so they started calling them international objects. Oh my god, an international object. So that was like part of my first thought was like, what are they going to start calling this? Like, this is now like a pitch black playthrough, like what is it going to be? So
there was somebody said something in one of these threads here, but I don't know where it is now.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll have a fine name, but just it'll be like first playthrough.
Yeah, first playthrough or first playthrough, no spoilers.
Yeah. Whatever. It's no big deal. I don't ever do that really.
Yeah, me neither.
So, but it's just like, yeah, the first reaction by me is just, what is this? This PC culture is just going too far. But then it's like, okay, why is this like this? And it's like, okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can understand it.
Yeah.
I can get behind it. It's nothing too major.
No.
So they changed it, and then who got upset? Who got upset about it? Neckbeards and incels, probably.
XQC? Probably.
I saw Asmongold was reacting to it. I don't know what he said, but
Something
I'm sure
offensive?
no,
I'm sure.
probably
No?
not. He's usually pretty just like, who cares about this, boys? Like, what's the big deal? It doesn't matter. Like, first of all, I don't play these games, and then he'll be like, let's go get a mount, boys. World of Warcraft. Let's go, boys. Easy game.
Easy game.
So
Let's get that dub in the Warsong Gulch. I don't know.
I don't think he PvPs too much unless he can get a mount at the end of it.
It's all about the mounts.
He's supposed
But
to be the
mounts and
mount
the
god.
transmogs.
Yeah, the transmog. He, even if you don't like World of Warcraft, watching an Asmongold stream where he's doing a transmog competition, I'm sure I said this before, is ridiculous. He has the most insane knowledge of World of Warcraft. You're like,
I've watched one.
easy
I've watched a
boy,
little bit of
these
one.
boots came from Wailing Caverns. This is the tier 9 PvP set here. And like, it's just like, what the hell, man? How do you know all
filled
this?
your brain with.
I mean, I guess he gets paid like multiple tens of $1,000s a month to play World of Warcraft. So that's your job. You kind of do it. But like, oh my God, just hearing him just be like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, what the hell, boys? So anyways, what's next on the old agenda?
It sounds like chat saying that Asmongold was not happy.
Wasn't he?
No.
Oh, okay. He was upset he spaghetti about it? Was he complaining about the PC culture? Usually he's pretty good about this kind of thing.
There's a quote. It says, It wasn't my intention to be mean to blind people by calling them blind playthroughs. Not once.
Oh, what he was saying about
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's nobody's intention to be mean to blind people by calling it.
There's
a blind
been other
playthrough.
things too recently where I've seen like in some of them that I think make more sense. Like there was one in for computing programs, they want to remove the slave and master term from different computing things. And I was like, okay, all right, I can get behind that.
You probably.
So,
Yeah.
Or
When,
the other
when you
one
think about it
was-
in that context,
their other one was
yeah.
they wanted to remove blacklist and whitelist.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you probably
that
remove
kind
that
of
one.
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, does it have to be good blacklist and whitelist? Can it be good list and bad list? Like, that one's easy to change.
Yeah, that's super easy to change.
So, there's a lot of things that have changed over the years.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of rude comments, I guess, I don't know.
YouTube is asking users to reconsider their rude comments when they're posting on videos.
Yeah, so now if you were posting something like "you suck donkey cock," it'll come up with a thing from YouTube saying like, "Do you really want to post that?" And then you can say yes or no.
Everyone's saying yes for sure.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're in a rage on YouTube, but like you get a chance to reread what you wrote and be like, okay, that's maybe not what I like. How many times have you been like, well, I don't know, replying to a text or something, and you're just like type something out and be like, maybe not. Let me rewrite this, you know? So I could see it changing some people's minds.
Yeah.
So far, thankfully, on my YouTube videos, I don't get any negative comments, really. I'll get spam ones saying, like, hotwoman.com/7899 or whatever.
I don't know what it is. I don't really like your videos.
Yeah, that's the only negative
That's the
one.
only one
like,
I've seen.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know what it is, but I don't like your videos. I don't know what it is. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. Thanks for looking anyways.
Because it's 7 seconds of a dolphin looking at a ceiling.
Yeah. Who knows, right? Hey, man, that video got 10,000 views.
I know, it did get 10,000 views. It's a great video,
Exactly.
but it's not that great.
No, I know. Yeah, so I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just another click people do to call you a dick butt.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So
I think it's aimed at internet comment etiquette with Eric.
internet comment with Eric. What?
Have you seen
No.
that? Oh, he leaves the biggest, longest, most drawn out comments about insulting you
Oh, really?
and your videos. It's great.
Okay. No, I never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a bit. I don't know. I like him.
Okay.
You probably won't like him.
No, why?
But I'm like,
Why wouldn't I like him?
I need to get one of his comments on my videos.
Is it because I don't like anything?
Yeah, maybe.
I like things. I just don't like everything.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Exactly. Well, we're getting near the end here.
Yeah, it's the last thing we have to talk about here is
It's hilarious. tweet.
NZXT
Wow.
made a tweet.
I think
They did
my
a tweet.
case is an NZXT, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna boycott
NZXT
them.
makes great hardware,
Yeah.
and they tweeted out a clown emoji, a finger pointing to the clown emoji, and then they say people who play on pre-built consoles.
So they called me a clown.
They're calling you a clown because you're playing on a pre-built console.
Yeah. This
When
is
they
like
ship pre-built PCs.
This is such a tone-deaf tweet from
It's so
NZXT.
tone-deaf.
So stupid.
It's on my mom's birthday, too.
Oh, man. What a way to ruin her birthday. Jeez Louise.
Come on, NZXT. What are you doing?
Yeah, so like one of the first replies is to this thing from them is like, don't you guys sell pre-built computers? And they sell, no, we sell, what did they say? We sell custom pre-configured gaming computers. It's like, what? Come on, dude. So NZXT eventually like sent another tweet saying like, oh yeah, this was like, you know, oh no, they sent a tweet out and it showed a picture of a clown and it said like, this is a picture of like an NZXT like like social media manager or something like that.
At least they didn't remove the tweet. It's
they
still
kept
there.
it. They owned it for sure.
Yeah.
But God, how stupid.
I know. Yeah, there's a tweet. It's like, imagine driving a pre-built car or living in a pre-built house.
Yeah.
Kids these days have handed everything to them.
Yeah.
Then NZXT tweets, they also drink pre-built water, and I buy my hydrogen and oxygen separately.
So ridiculous. Like, how could you not even think that you sell pre-built computers? Which is exactly what they're talking about, basically.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between a pre-built computer and a console?
Nothing.
Nothing.
0 things.
Exactly.
0 things out of 100.
So
Except one has Windows and the other one has a proprietary operating system.
One has Windows for Xbox. Yeah, so this was, they kind of owned it and, realized they were being dumb. But again, these social media accounts are generally run by, like, a social media person, not someone that works for NZXT, who would probably be the first thing is, like, we sell pre-built systems.
Yeah.
So.
No one at higher up at NZXT is reviewing the media account.
No, basically.
Until someone's like, hey.
And, like, honestly,
the
NZXT media accounts are probably run by some intern. Like, they probably don't even pay this person any money. So
didn't need to see that.
Ooh, that was gross. Ugh, Twitter, come on. Huge fat woman with like games stuck to her body or something. Yeah. It was weird. So that was not what I was hoping to see right now.
No, definitely not.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So I think that's the end of the show this week.
That is the end of the show this week.
I don't know. Was that a bit of a shorter one or is that the usual?
That's the usual. We went 2 hours.
Baby.
With no breaks.
Oh, no break.
No breaks. We didn't have a break at all
thirsty.
Yeah, could be.
Very good.
I didn't even get more water. I always get more water on the break.
Holy, dude. What were you thinking?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't talk enough this time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Could be.
Well, why don't you talk now and tell us where we can be finding you?
You can find me if you want to find me, and you should.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Twitch. At Mikey T Game. No, not
that's
Mikey
wrong.
Game. Mikey T33.
Do you want me to do your stuff here or what?
No, because I'll just mess up everyone's stuff.
Okay.
You can find me on Twitch, Mikey T33.
There you go.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Mikey T Gaming.
Correct.
You can find me on Twitter at Mikira Taisha.
You've done it.
I've done it.
Very good. That was Mikey T. I'm Curb Stomped. You can find me on Twitch at Curb Stomped. Same thing on Twitter. Facebook is Curb Stomp Gaming. And then if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's curbstomp.ttv, where recently one of my coworkers' moms followed me. So that was something else.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening to this podcast, you can watch us record live Sundays at around 2 p.m. Pacific at Twitch, or on Twitch at Sit Void Podcast, or on Facebook at Stream Void Podcast. Search for us there. We also have a Twitter, ST Void Podcast.
S Void Podcast.
S Void Podcast on Twitter. God damn it. If you like the podcast, be sure to share it with someone who you think will like it. That would really help us out. Any feedback, good or negative, please let us know.
Let us know.
If you have a topic you want us to discuss, please let us know.
There is a Discord you can join. Yep. We will put the link in the description of the video.
There you go. What else can we say? What else can we promo? Mikey T is trying to give away a PC on stream.
I am.
Yes.
I have a Patreon. I have a merch line. You can go to the Patreon, patreon.com/MikeyT33.
Yes.
You can help us build the PC. We are at 25% funded right now. Once we get to $2,000, we're going to do a shopping stream.
2,000 Canadian.
2,000 Canadian, yeah.
Yep.
The Patreons are going to pick whether we're going to go AMD or Intel, and then we'll do a shopping stream.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to get to pick the parts. We'll put it together on stream the next time everything comes in, and then we'll just give it away to somebody in the stream.
There you go. You should, you know what? You should use that Gleam to give it away.
Yeah?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Get a lot of files from that, but then it wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't be the same? Okay.
Wouldn't be the
Something
same.
to think about anyways. Yeah. Other than that, I don't think we got anything else to say, really. Just follow me on YouTube. I forgot about YouTube.
Yeah, do it. Follow him on YouTube.
It's kind of, I'm getting some views, getting some traction, slowly but surely. Big shout out to Feldy. He's been the one doing all my editing for my videos. What a beast that man is.
He's just editing so many videos.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Can't wait till
I can't wait till I earn 2 pennies on YouTube so I can pay the man
AdSense.
I can pay the man 1 penny.
50% profit. That's pretty good.
Well, on 2 pennies for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good pay.
The higher the dollar value goes up, the less he gets paid. That's dirty.
That's very dirty.
Very good. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for listening. We'll be back in 1 week's time. Oh, if you're watching the podcast, be sure to follow the podcast on Podbean or whatever podcast catcher of choice you got. 5-star reviews.
Yes.
No 4 stars.
No.
Only 5 stars.
Leave a 4-star review for somebody else.
Exactly.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye. they calling me out in the chat?
Calling you out in the chat? Not really. Here you are. You're right here. Look at this.
Whoa, that's too big. I can't see it.
God, where's the chat gone? There we go.
What does this say? Fall Guys Poggers. Let's see. Let's go up to the top.
We'll go up to
wow, there's all sorts of shit going on here.
What
is this?
It was when it was Cyberpunk's been delayed. Watch was like, God damn it!
He had to pull over to call you an asshole. Yeah. 3 days till I can, in theory, play it. Yes. Beanie Nino, you're fucking banned from Canada. I have permission term waifu. SSR waifus. Oh yeah.
That was weird. Why would it automatically catch waifu?
I don't know. And rigged by the biggest company. What is that about?
That was about
Genshin Impact.
Not Genshin Impact. Where were we?
Oh,
we were way up here.
Oh, Red Dead.
Yeah, Red Dead.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Red Dead and the game passes. Maybe. Where am I? Help. There we go.
I have Green Day, Joe Satriani, and Linkin Park all on CD. I have a working PS. No memory card though. Even have the old.
That's impressive that you have a working PS.
I didn't hear about Red Dead Battle Pass. Oh God, the Cattle Pass.
Cattle
nice.
Pass.
I like it.
Yeah, they should do that. Cattle Pass. Oh, Game Awards is what he's talking about.
The Game Awards. I'm not 40 years, and I love Halo. It was my first FPS. Okay, but like, will a 12-year-old be going to Halo?
Hell no. Not after they played Fortnite.
Oh, I remember when you first installed discs. Oh yeah, Mosh, for sure. I remember I went and just installed every game I had and filled up my 350 gig hard drive. For sure. Oh, Anthem remake dead? Yeah, maybe.
The article said they were still working on Anthem, and he was sad to leave the Anthem remake.
Yeah, who knows,
or redo.
Right?
Yeah,
who knows, right?
Frig.
The PS3 back when Pat on PS4 was so bad. Yeah, they got to actually spend money on it though. Fall Guys Poggers. Genshin makers are insanely rich. Yeah, isn't that like a Chinese company though?
Probably.
What is this? There is. I think Curb would like him. Who? What are we talking about?
Oh,
folks all day.
Oh,
the comment guy.
Yeah, internet comment, Eric.
Curbs the clown. What are you gonna do? Build your own PS5? Hell yeah, dude. That's like when they ripped the insides out of a PS5 and an Xbox and put it all in one little case together.
Oh yeah, those are great. There's a PC case that you can do that. It's got like a shorter, smaller on the other side.
Game Rewards is rigged. People spend 4 digits on Genshin. Oh, people spend more than 4 digits, probably. Like, think of that one Sultan of fucking wherever who's like the #1 highest account in Dota 2. It's like his level's like 170,000. It's crazy. He has to get his maids to open his packs for him. It's crazy. The Game Awards definitely are rigged. Think about like 2 years ago when Death Stranding won Game of the Year. The game Jeff Keighley is in. Wow, so weird that he won.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Super weird.
Cool beans, everybody. No Weebus Plebus this week. We still got a bunch in the can, and we also didn't watch the anime.
So we couldn't find it.
Yeah, so we gotta get the art down so we can start doing that.
Yeah, I know. I gotta
talk to your chick that did this one.
I really wanted to get T to do it.
Oh,
do us both as anime characters.
Let me just.
She said she could probably still do stuff for us.
Yeah, that'd be good. I guess we could just wait till January, but that's still a long ways away.
Yeah, it is a long ways away.
Yeah, so.
I don't know. We'll talk to her.
I'd like to be an Akira boy.
Yeah.
Not my fursona. No fursonas, sirs. Very good. Oh, we got 41 followers? 9 till we can get affiliated, dog. Actually, we'd have to start streaming on this channel because we would never have enough hours.
Yeah.
Because you have to have how many hours in a certain amount of... Weebus Plebus super easy as both of you are as VTubers.
No, we can do it.
Oh my god.
We can do it for sure. I have the software.
Oh my god. I don't want to be a VTuber. I don't want to be a VTuber. I don't want to be a VTuber. All right, boys. We're done here. Thanks for watching, Sir Heck.
And Mosh
and Neangelo. Even though Nino's banned now. We'll be back in a week's time, boys. Bye-bye.
Bye.